Yeah. Market moving wild, but the real stay balanced. Yeah. Everybody emotional over trade can't manage. I was building discipline while they chasing the damage. See the candles like warfare, pressure on the front line. One bad decision can erase a whole grind. That's why I move patient when the volatility climb. Cause survival in the market really come from the mind. Yeah. Never let my ears say revenge trade heavy. But Proverbs told me pride make destruction come deadly. So I sit back calm while the fake get desperate. Cause the sniper don't rush every setup he presented. Carrying conviction while I carry these scars. Every lost taught lessons, not a vision move sharp. Everybody wants success till the pressure get dark. That's when fate separate king from the actors. Ambushing the night, yeah, the pressure get real. Everybody talk tough till the drawdown they feel. Ambushing the night, still I move with control. Cause discipline and faith keep the peace in my soul. Structure over north, that's the code every day. Smart action trading, we was built for the faith. Ambushing the night, but the vision stay bright. When you walk with purpose, you survive every fight. See the market expose every weakness inside. Freedom make you blind, ego killing your pride. I done seen traders crash from one emotional ride. Cause they worship the greed more than truth in their life, yeah. Now I move different, less emotion involved. Calculated every risk before the trigger get pulled. Shockwave on the screen while the momentum evolve. And the trader's engine got the setup resolved. Everybody want freedom but avoiding no work. Want the blessing from God but never changing their heart. I was studying Proverbs while they flexing on shirts. Now the structure built solid while the fake fall apart. Slow down, brother, don't let the pressure break you. Market full of noise, but discipline will save you. One step, one plan, I guide every trader. Faith over fear make the whole team greater. Hold firm, even when the charts get cold. Stay wild, all that greed control your soul. Real king, move calm in the fire and smoke. Structure and belief keep the whole thing afloat. Yeah, the pressure get real. Everybody talk tough till the drawdown they feel. Ambushing the night, still I move with control. Cause discipline and faith keep the peace in my fold. Structure over noise, that's the code every day. Smart action trading, we was built for the place. Ambushing the night, but the vision stay right. When you walk with purpose, you survive every fight. Yeah. Pressure create diamonds. Faith create discipline. Smart action traders. SPY strikers. Yeah. Trade safe. Trade smart. And dominate. Yeah. Smart action trading. Spot traders. We ain't chasing hype. We chasing structure. Look. I came from the bottom where the charts move reckless. Everybody online selling dreams, no direction. I was studying candles while they flexing their possessions. Now the whole team eating off discipline progression. See, the market don't care about emotion or your ego. One bad trade turn a winner to a zero. That's why I move calm, real surgical with the reload. Waiting on the setup, patience sharper than the needle. None of me, yeah, the pressure start building. Everybody over trading, I'm just watching how they feeling. Shockwave on the chart and the moment start revealing how the levels line up and the confidence appeal. I used to chase every move, now I'm focused on precision. Cut the noise out the room, and destruction my religion. Took losses on the chin, turned pain into tuition. Now the whole playbook different when you trade with a vision. Structure over noise, yeah, we moving with a plan. Real traders build slow, we ain't rushing for the bands. That's why strikers in the building, put the discipline in hand. Smart action trading, yeah, we teach them how to stand. Structure over noise, we don't care but we prepare. Every boss another lesson, every win come from awareness. That's the motto every day. Consistency the mission. We just level up the play. See, I done seen the fake gurus come and go quick. Screenshots look good, but the lifestyle.
The information shared during this live stream is for educational and informational purposes only and should not be considered financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. All trades, ideas, and strategies discussed are my personal opinions and are not recommendations to buy or sell any securities. Trading involves risk, and you should always do your own research and consult with a licensed financial professional before making any investment decisions. You are solely responsible for your own trading results. The information shared during this live.
Top of the morning, traders, and happy Monday, June 29th. Hope everyone had a wonderful weekend, is ready to kick off another opportunity-filled day. We're looking to open up today gapping up to open things up. A nice little gap up, and we're gapping up in the jaws of a gap down from last week. So the main thing this week, guys, is the end of the month of June. All right, at the middle of the week on Wednesday, at the same time, the start of a new quarter on Wednesday, and the start of a new monthly candle as well. So we have a lot of things taking place. On top of that, it's a short week as well. So we have a lot of things taking place. So it's very important that you stay locked in, that you stay focused, and take advantage of the best opportunities, and stick to your game plan. Don't modify your risk. Don't overtrade. All the adjustments you have to make over the weekend, ensure to make those adjustments right out the gate. Right? Don't wait until Tuesday. Make those adjustments during first shift. And let's look to take advantage of the best opportunities. As you're coming in on YouTube, guys, make sure to like the video. Let's get the likes up. 100 likes before 10:30. We will do the giveaway, and we are officially open. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning. Thank you for the gap update, Elian, as always. All right, so we're flirting with that daily upside breaker. First things first, we're flirting with that daily upside breaker. To give you some context, Friday's gap, guys, for us to fill Friday's gap all the way up here. Not Friday's gap, Tuesday's gap from last week. All right, so let this 1 minute candle close out. So that response with that rejection zone, okay, is leading us a little lower, and buyers are failing to hold that daily upside breaker. Let the 1 minute candle close out, and we'll have our gap marked out. I'll just do this for now, since it's a smaller gap. The Dow sliding, small cap sliding, down sliding. SPY trying to get a bob back up here. We're officially open. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Poll question for today. Very straightforward poll question for today. All right. Daily sentiment check for SPY. All right. Are you bullish? Are you bearish? Let us know. If you're a first-time viewer, drop a 1 in the chat. Let us know where you're joining from. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Long-time viewers, take the next steps. There's 6 spots left, guys, to join our SPY Strikers community on the monthly tier. Make sure to fill those spots. When those spots are filled, all right, you have to wait all the way until July. Okay, so now we're starting a nice little push. Keep in mind that's that daily upside breaker. So daily upside breaker coincides very closely with that daily open. Look at that, guys. Daily upside breaker and daily open are one and the same today. Let me get that table right here. Qs, nice little bounce off that pre-market low. Pre-market low bounce. Tesla continues to push. Amazon starting to go. Meta, okay, the 2 names that I do like, if we do rip to the upside, guys, 2 names that I do like, Meta and Microsoft, are potential candidates. Tesla pushing nicely above PMH. Okay, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning. Maybe 1 to 2 trades. Back into rhythm. Yeah, welcome back, Lynn, from vacation. Anyone taking vacation? If you are on vacay, all right, don't even bother trading. All right, remove yourself completely from the matrix, reset, and come back. The market is not going anywhere. It takes too much mental capital. Okay, so nice push on Tesla. Look at the Qs, guys. Qs are starting to get bought up. SPY respecting that daily upside breaker. We have room into that daily 50% retrace. That G50, I should say, and that gaps with the 50% retrace point. So again, how do we interact with that PMH? Okay, hourly candle, nice and bullish and golfer. Who saw that, folks on YouTube? We discussed this with our team, but who saw that daily candle on Friday? Go over to the daily time frame, look at that candle, and then go into the intraday time frame and look at that candle that came in at that last candle before the close, right? 3:59 p.m. Eastern. Okay, about a 15 point candle. Okay, from the drop to the top. Massive, massive candle. Good morning, and may God bless you and your family, health, economy, and followers, George. In the name of Jesus Christ, may you receive likes from the viewers today and every single day. Amen. God bless you too. Fishman, thank you for always speaking life into the chat every single morning. We do appreciate it. God bless everyone. Amazon pumping here, Tesla pumping as well. VIX, the main thing for us is VIX below that 18. We're starting to see Meta, okay? Meta starting to push as well. So far, Meta, Tesla, and Amazon, potential early candidates above that PMH. Okay, above that PMH. SPY, above PMH. Dow, trying to get its act together. I should say Q's trying to get their act together. Dow above PMH. So the buying we saw in the Dow continues. Okay, so the buying we saw in the Dow continues, and then the dip is being bought on all the semiconductor names, software names, and Mag 7 names. Okay, the dip is getting bought up. All right, nice little push. Apple starting to slide a little back to downside. Nvidia, see if Nvidia can wake up. So early candidates: Amazon, Meta, Tesla. Let's see if Microsoft joins the party. I spies a couple of speed bumps on the way. Up here, couple of speed bumps. Just take this off real quick. Take off the EMAs. PMH retest. If you like to trade before 9:45, PMH retest, and then 9 EMA right there. All right, for possible quick scalp. Do your due diligence. Do your due diligence. Show me. Okay. All right. Tesla, see if you can hold above that PMH. Amazon pulling back. Microsoft going the other way. Microsoft sliding. Microsoft actually sliding to the downside. 51%. Look at that, guys. Done for the day. Beautiful job, Devil Dog. Done for the day. That is the quickest done for the day. 5 minute. One and done. Keep it clean, guys. Keep it clean. Less is more. Last week was less is, with the mindset was less is more. All right. So it's gonna be the same mindset this week as well. Can that PMH hold? Microsoft starting to slide. Microsoft starting to slide. So keep in mind, during the first 15 minutes, that 15-minute candle, that 5-minute candle, okay, are going to be the same. Okay? Or during the first 5 minutes. During the first 5 minutes, that 5-minute candle and 15-minute candle are going to be the same. Okay? So you're going to start to see those candles start to separate as more time passes. The more time passes, the more data you have. Good morning, Sid. Good morning, Venus. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, Kanal. All right, let's get to 100 likes, guys. 100 likes is the goal during the first hour for the giveaway. We have enough people in the chat to do that, so make sure to do that, guys. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, help us get to 5,800 subs by the end of the week. Okay, 5,800 subs by the end of the week, and we'll be very close to 6K. Tesla. Keep in mind, a lot of the names that do trade, mega cap tech names today, they're 0 DTEs. Be mindful of that. Tesla's IV is a little bit high today, so be mindful of that. Tesla's IV is a little high. And Amazon 240s do look appealing. Those are the calls. Okay. Meta's a little spready per usual. Ooh, very spready in this case. I wouldn't recommend buying the ask on Meta. About a 25 to 30 cent, 20 to 30 cent spread. All right, so it's a mid or bid type of situation on Meta. So Amazon, Tesla, some early candidates. All right, so Amazon and Tesla. Tesla, I'm looking at the 395s. Amazon and Tesla. Some early candidates to keep an eye on. Meta, nice reclaim on Meta. Nice reclaim on Meta. So this is the jaws of the gap. All right, this is just the jaws of the gap here from this morning. Look at Tesla. Tesla's ripping and roaring. Was that a swing trade at Devil Dog, or was it a quick scalp? Opening, trading it off right off the open. Okay, nice push. Tesla flying. Tesla's about to reclaim a dead upside breaker, get above Friday's highs. So on Friday, Tesla made a parabolic push. So now it's above Friday's highs. That means that push can possibly continue to the upside. Amazon testing that 200 EMA on the hourly. To the upside, SPY does have a few speed bumps. All right, so be mindful of that if you're looking to take SPY to the upside. Be proficient in your TPs per usual. We are seeing the Qs get jammed between PMH and PML. It made a push into PMH. Okay, trap. It made a drop into PML. Trap. All right, so a lot of pressure on both sides. Meta, nice push on Meta. Tesla continues to push. Amazon continues to push. Good morning, Nico. Congratulations to Canada, World Cup victory. All right, so World Cup is starting to pick up some speed. All right, who are your winners, guys? Let us know if you're a soccer fan, or if you're a purist, a football fan. All right, who's winning? Who's taking the whole thing? Okay, see if SPY can reclaim that PMH. Nice push there. Good morning, Joe Jackson. Good morning. We need the VIX to continue to go south. South, 18, 20. Tesla, guys, ripping and roaring. Are you still holding Tesla? Devil Dog, if you are, that's probably close to 250, 300%. My goodness, what a push on Tesla. What a push on Meta. What a push on Amazon. Palantir is entering the chat as well. Okay, Palantir. Palantir's contracts, be mindful. Those are the Friday's contracts. July 02. All right, so. Palantir. You got the 122s. You got the 119s, 120s have the most amount of volume. If you're looking at the first 10 strikes, I'll go with the 122s on the watch. All right, so Palantir, you can let it cook a little bit. All right. So we got Shockwave about to drop in 4 minutes. Tesla, Amazon, Palantir, Meta, some early candidates to the upside. As far as indexes are concerned, the Dow is leading the way. The Dow and SPY are leading the way. So Shockwave on SPY as well. All right, just be mindful. We do have some speed bumps ahead. All right, so it doesn't mean that we can't blast past that territory, but we do have some speed bumps ahead that include the 2 daily upside targets. All right, along with that daily 50%, that G50. That G50 is the gap down from last Tuesday. Remember that gap between Monday and Tuesday? So the 50% retrace point of that gap is right here, the midpoint of that gap. Okay, it's right there. The Simpsons predicted Morocco will win the World Cup. I think that'll be the first time an African country wins. I just want to see some upsets. All right, I want to see some upsets. Nvidia also a candidate now too, guys. Nvidia's starting to wake up as well. Nvidia, if you can get above that daily upside breaker, does have some nice little clean runway. Nvidia, I'm looking at the 197.50s. That's small account friendly. Those are at the money. Keep in mind, guys, those are zeros. So all the names that we mentioned, Amazon, Tesla, and Nvidia, okay, those contracts are zeros. All right. So if you're taking those contracts, the ones you're seeing, treat those as 0 DTEs. They expire today. Palantir, those are 1 DTEs. Okay, Palantir 1 DTEs. Imagine if the U.S. pulls it off. All right, if U.S., Canada, or Mexico pull it off, one of the host countries. We shall see. Okay, I like which way the VIX is going southbound. Look at the Dow, guys. So what we're seeing is the Dow continues to get bought up. And then now the mega cap tech names, as well as the software names and semiconductors are getting bought up as well. All right, so just a broad market push. So Nvidia, Amazon, Tesla. What's going to really take us to the top, guys, is if VIX can slice and dice through 18. VIX slice and dice through 18. We have some room to push. All right, so some early candidates for the calls. Do your due diligence. Nvidia, Amazon, Tesla, and Palantir as well. Amazon has some room to push. The only thing between us and that weekly upside breaker is at 200 MA. Below that is PMH. Tesla has some room to push as well. It's testing that 200 MA on the hourly and that weekly 50% retrace. Okay, Shockwave is officially here. Right, just be mindful. It's right in that traffic territory. Let's see who's the first one to break. I want to see a slice and dice through 18 on the VIX. That's going to give us that confidence. Amazon's starting to go. Okay, we're taking Ripple. All right. There's the break. I'll give it a second. I'll wait for some of these names to pull back. If the VIX collapses under 18, it starts to accelerate, guys. More than likely, SPY can get above that 739.91. Amazon, nice break on Amazon. Give me that pullback. Tesla starting to struggle just here a little bit, so you can flip back to the upside. Nvidia looking to break as well. Amazon, all right. Amazon's starting to go. Meta starting to go as well. Meta's a nice one. Tesla starting to wake up as well. See if we can hold about that 200 EMA. Tesla very volatile here. Tesla very volatile here. Look how volatile that is. So Amazon looks a little cleaner. Amazon continues to push. So again, this is going to be predicated on the VIX breaking below those lows, all right, for the indexes. Breaking below 18, continue to push the downside. If it starts to bounce off 18 and it sufficiently gets into that 1850, we maybe SPY can start to push back into that PMH. Okay, Tesla very volatile. See, Tesla can dip back into that area. So Tesla's going, Amazon is going. Meta looks like it wants to go. Apple looks like it wants to go the other way. Look at Tesla, guys. Wow, Tesla, Tesla, Tesla. Tesla, 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 Tesla. If you took Amazon, Tesla, or Meta, good, good, good. But Tesla was a little volatile there. See, SPY can possibly go flag. Qs are starting to push as well. SPY is pushing there as well. Dow pushing there as well. So small caps have yet to join the party. So I'll be in the retest camp. SPY. If everything is synchronized buying, SPY 740 calls. Okay, so I'm just ruling out to see if we can break below that VIX. VIX 18 decisively. Okay, Amazon pulling back. Come back in, Amazon. Looking at the 240s. You can go 242s as well if you'd like. 242.50s. Pull back just a little bit, Amazon. Just pull back just a little bit more. A little bit more, Amazon. Okay, I want to get those contracts. 240. I'll go with the 242.50s. The 240s already went in the money. Get that continue push. Okay, I'll take Amazon right there. Amazon calls on the retest of that initial break. Okay, there we go. Amazon is up 6%, 10%. TP if you need to. I want to take it into the highs of the day. So I'm buying it on weakness. Risk all the way down here, team. Per usual, conservative risk. If you need to scalp out of it in 10%, by all means, do what you got to do. Okay, so I want to see if there's a nice push on Amazon here. Up 18 on Amazon. 21. I'm going to take my Jordan off right there at 22 for good measure. Okay, first scale at 22 on Amazon. Holding runners into 241.54. All right, that was a quick 22. in less than a minute. Okay, see if we can get into the highs of the day. SPY, I'm going to see how SPY how SPY plays out here. I don't like how the VIX is bouncing, right? So I'm going to just see how it shapes out there, how it pans out. A lot of traffic up there, so I decided to go with Amazon. Okay, see Amazon can get one more push to the upside. Okay, nice scalp on Amazon, guys. Okay, so if the market starts to dump, that's not going to be favorable for Amazon. So again, if you need to TP. These are zeros. Be mindful of that. Be mindful of that. All right, so up 27%. Let's do it like this. I want no close below this 9. I'm going to keep a very tight stop. Up 31, 32. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. 45. 45%, guys. Go, go, go into 241.54. 48. 50%. Okay, I'll close it right there. Right, just slightly before that high of the day. So I'm all out on the runners there on Amazon. Okay, 48%. Okay, you're gonna hold past that point. By all means, do what you need to do. That's good for me. Nice trade on Amazon. Who took Amazon? If you took Amazon, I might start to go now. This could easily be a 100% trade. Okay. SPY didn't get stopped out yet. SPY did not get stopped out yet. Amazon's starting to go. So quick, 50%. This thing continues to go. Those contracts are now 140. So if SPY joins the party, more than likely Amazon will continue to push. There we go. First trade of the week. Didn't sit through any drawdown. So that was nice. Beautiful job, Jake. Nice way to kick off the week. If you took SPY via shockwave, all right, you sat through a little bit of drawdown depending on your entry model, and then now you're starting to push. Okay, see if you can take this into at least the high of the day. All right, the main thing is, guys, TP, manager trades. That's the recipe to succeed regardless of the condition. Anyone else holding Amazon? If you took Amazon, dollar signs in the chat. All right, that should possibly be 70, 80%. All right. Palantir joining the chat. Palantir looking to push. See if SPY can get above that daily upside target. All out Amazon 10%. Good, good, good. Good, good, good. Good morning, Diego. Good morning, guys. Again, make sure to like the video. Make sure to subscribe. So first trade on Amazon. Clean trade. Okay. You can see. We see Amazon pump to the upside. All right. So when something pumps, unless you're there for the break, still be encouraged. Wait. It's going to come back. There's a good chance it can come back and present an opportunity. Okay. Amazon is out of here. Amazon contracts are now at 174. So when the idea came in, there were 75 cents. All right, so that's over 100 plus % of those contracts. And that's less than 10 minutes. So you can see Amazon. So Amazon, Shockwave says take the calls. So, okay, I'm not going to take that setup quite yet. I want it to pull back in and then go. Now, look at that, guys. Amazon, you can be done for the day on that trade. All right, you can be done for the day on that trade. Okay, Amazon for the win. Okay, done for the day. Good, good, good. SPY. Okay, SPY did present a signal on Shockwave, but SPY don't love it here because of all this traffic. If there was no traffic here, when I say traffic or congestion, what that simply means is there's multiple key levels, SAT key levels, converging one area. Right? So can it get past that point? Yes, it can. The price can do whatever it wants. But what's the likelihood of it getting a response off each of those levels? Right? So it's gonna go, stop, go, stop, go, stop, go, stop. All right. There we go. Amazon is out of here, guys. Amazon is out of here. So make sure to like the video. Tesla also is going. Meta's also going. Microsoft is starting to fuel up. All right, Tesla's just a little more volatile. So if you don't want that much volatility on this Monday morning, you could have went with Amazon. Nvidia didn't like Nvidia. Of course, it broke, but I want to see that confirmed. If I don't love something, okay, then I'm gonna wait for more reasons to jump into it. When something, for instance, if there's a level here, okay, if there's a level here, so there's the difference between me loving something and liking something. There's a distinct difference. So if we break something here, if we break a level, and there's a bunch of levels here, right? I like the setup. I like it, but I don't love it because every one of these levels can present some sort of pushback. Okay, there can be some pushback associated with that territory. So when I love it is when there's a huge space between the entry and the next key level. Okay, like this. So in this case, if you're taking calls up here, you're taking it to the next level, guys. Look at this. Right, it comes right to that 739.90. This is your room to operate. You have to respect the levels. If you're asking for more, right? If you're asking for more, you just have to be proficient in getting stopped out, right? Which is okay as well. If you say, hey, you know what, I wanted to see to get above that territory, but in the event that you get stopped out on the chart, okay, that's the automatic response should be close the position. All right, that's why I opted not to go with this one here. All right. Apple, if we do get a nice little breakdown here, Apple is starting to brew. Okay, look at the VIX, guys, 18. All right, so we laid out the thesis for us to break above this major rejection zone this morning. Okay, and that was slice and dice below 18. Now look at that, guys, sharp drop to the downside. So a nice ride on Amazon to the upside. No trade on SPY. Look at that, guys. Starting to pull back. VIX starting to wake up. Meta, we'll be mindful of that 570.91. SPY a little messy here. A lot of traffic on both sides. Congestion. If we do start to sell off, guys, keep your eye on small caps. Okay, below that trigger. Put trigger. I took Nvidia, that one didn't go. Good start. Yeah, so if something doesn't go, just get stopped out. Okay, so now we're starting to push back the downside. Small caps. We do have an obstacle on the small caps right at that weekly 50% retrace. So if all the indexes start to show weakness, small caps can be the leader to the downside. Look how quickly that hourly candle shifted. All right, it was looking nice and promising, and whoosh, got pushed to the downside. We got a minute and some change on that hourly candle. All right, so you can see this is an indecision candle leaning towards a doji. Okay, leaning towards a doji. Okay, let's see if small caps can break below that put trigger and get a nice little hold below that 50% retrace, that weekly candle. Okay, rule out that double bottom first. Broad market sell would be favorable. SPY is headed back towards that weekly open, along with that daily upside breaker. Potential double dip opportunity coming up on Amazon. 240.36. $240.36. So if you're going short IW, rule out the double bottom. Okay, that'll be your invalidation marker. So everything's starting to slide here. Apple is starting to slide as well. So if this is a legitimate drop, guys, into PML, if this is the runway that the SPY is trying to pursue, Okay, that's okay. This is the runway. Okay, we might start to see small caps, and Apple break those lows. So indexes start to sell off. Small caps goes. Apple slides. We need the VIX to get above that 1850 and continue to push. If it stalls at 1850, okay, then we'll get a bounce off this daily open. Okay, let's get the likes up on YouTube. Let's get the likes up, guys. We have 180 people joining us this morning. Let us know where you're joining from, guys. And do me a favor, smash the like button. Let's get the likes up. We've been a little light on the likes past few days. Okay, so make sure to like the video if you're enjoying the content. Okay, down goes Apple that we just talked about. Okay, Apple is starting to slide. See, small caps can give us a signal. Okay, no horse in the race currently. All right. No horse in the race currently. So if you're taking this breakdown, your room is just here. That's your room to operate. And again, same thing, guys. If you're looking to take shockwave to the downside here as well, a little bit of traffic. Be mindful of that. All right. So make sure to do your due diligence. Make sure to do your due diligence. If Amazon can pull back into that initial entry, all right, I'll consider that double dip. Okay, because Amazon still has some relative strength despite the fact that we just dropped right here. So Amazon is just pulling back. IWM. I was puts on IWM looking at the 296s, zeros. So similar setup to Amazon. I want to get that entry on IW. But we're going to need that continued sell-off on the indexes, guys. Down goes Apple, down goes small caps. Qs are starting to bounce off that. Buyers are stepping up on the Qs off that PML. All right, so they're trying to protect PML. In the event that that candle closes below PML, no buyers there, we can see that's continued slide. Good morning, watching from South Carolina. Okay, good morning, good morning, good morning. BLR 1982. Where is everyone else tuning in from? So South Carolina. I'm streaming from North Carolina. All right. We probably have everyone from each state. All right, probably everyone from each state. 190 people in the chat. So drop your state to see if that's true. Usually most of our viewers come from Cali, Texas, all right, or New York. Chicago, Philly, Charlotte, California, Toronto. That was a big win for Canada. All right, that was a good game. I was watching that game. Small caps continue to slide. Small caps continue to slide, guys. Never traded NVIDIA again. Yeah, that was a nasty trap on NVIDIA. What happened with NVIDIA here, guys, is that 50 MA got smacked by that 50 MA. Right, 50 MA was above it. Okay, came into that PMH. Okay, so no hold above it. You get that break, and then it just slices right under it and gets rejected. So in this case, if I were to take that setup again, stop it right there. So once it breaks there, as much as I don't want to close it, I got to close it. If market continues to slide, maybe NVIDIA might have a nice little flag into the lows of the day brewing. And you don't take small caps. If you took small caps, congratulations. IWM, that is. Look at that slide on IWM. Okay, make sure to pay the trader. Do me a favor and pay the trader. Who's the trader? You. All right, you are the trader. We got Korea. Wow. So we got a lot of people from North Carolina, California, CTP at NYC, California, Omaha. No, the GOAT is from Omaha. The GOAT, the Oracle of Omaha. ATL, we got New York. Nice slide. Small cap, my small cap snipers. IDM snipers. Nice catch. There you go, scale out. Alabama. We got Alabama. Make sure to scale out. That's a good, nice little drop on small caps. We got San Francisco. Pay the trader, holding runners, beautiful job. Those are the best trades. When you enter the trade and there's no drawdown, it just starts to work in your favor, right? Those are the nice trades. All right, SPYs coming into this break here. We have that PML coming up. Some potential candidates, of course. IWM was on the list. For the indexes, nice slide on IWM. Nothing too much that I love on SPY. Still chopping around. All right, look how much traffic there is. So in this area, let me just illustrate this point real quick. So in this $6 range, all right? In this $6 range, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, 9 key levels. Okay. All right, so basically for every 66 cents, there's a level there. So you see how tight it is. For every 66 cents, there's a level on average. So you have to really be proficient in playing this the right way. Okay, nice reclaim on Tesla. See if Tesla can push into the highs of the day. Okay, they already did. See if Tesla can hold above that 200 EMA. NVIDIA starting to slide. Nice flag break on NVIDIA. You can see that. Okay. Nice flag break on NVIDIA. So this is something outside of shockwave. Right, so you have a key level. 2 key levels right there. Market starting to slide. Right, those start to fail. Nice little break to the downside. Right, so you don't have to trade everything you see, guys. Catch your trade and observe the rest of the way. So this little slide to the downside here opened up the opportunity. This slide right here opened up the opportunity for the short on IW and the short on Apple. You can see Apple falling off a cliff now. Okay. If this continues, okay, the only barrier between where we are and that gap fill is right here. And the VIX is pushing, guys. 1740 headed towards 19. What a push. Small caps led the way to the downside. Look at Apple. Apple falling off a cliff. All right, so this window, like we discussed, Apple and IWM puts are going to be the way. So if you took advantage of that, congratulations. Twin City. So do we have any international viewers? Anyone outside the U.S., outside of North America? Outside of North America. And what I realized is you can dub the videos, right? So if you watch the replay, you can change the language of the replay and listen to it. I thought that was pretty cool. So if you're like a native Spanish speaker, if you want to watch the replay, you can change the language to Spanish. Hopefully, at some point in time, they'll have live dubbing. See, we had that retrace reject to the downside into the 50% retrace that gap. Look at that, guys. 80%. It's pull that up on the big screen. Look at that. So one of our great traders, trade wins 80% every 15 days, right? 100% is his goal, right? So every 15 days, 100% withdraw. All right, so be encouraged. There's a lot of work that goes into this, but it is possible. A lot of things behind the scenes, blood, sweat, tears, years and years of dedication to the craft. But it is possible, guys, and it starts with having your own process. So congratulations, trade wins as always. All right, look at that slide. If you take Shockwave with conviction, you have room into that 50% retrace. So we're going to take the puts there. All right, just see if it continues to push. If the VIX can stay above 1874, this thing slides. Small caps falling off a cliff. Apple falling off a cliff. We got Nvidia possibly triggering that break. Notice how Amazon's still holding up. Okay, so Shockwave, you take it there. If you scalp out of it, say you don't scalp out of it, you get stopped out. You lose one arm. If you don't want to get stopped out, this thing drags you to the floor. That's why risk management is a twofold. It's twofold. One, of course, you take a bigger loss than necessary. You don't know what's going to stop. Two, you're going to miss the next opportunity because you're preoccupied managing an existing position. Right, so it takes two things away at least. Right, so if you're taking this to the downside, you take it to here, G50. Trade as a scalp, multi-digit scalp there available. All right. Nice break on Apple as well. Anyone catch Apple? Scale out on Apple. Scale out on Apple. TP1 hit on IWM. TP1 hit on IW. %, I 15 days ago. 100% win rate. Look at that, guys. Just 3 trades. Three symbols. All right, 100% win rate. That's as clean as it gets. I mean, that's as clean as it gets. %. I need to refill my vacay fund. Beautiful job. Good ones and got all in, bad ones. Yeah, just being a little patient. Sometimes it just comes down to timing. Amazon, yeah, if Amazon can retrace, notice how Amazon still, everything is dumping, Amazon has strength. So in the event we get a bounce off somewhere, look for that flag break on Amazon. Okay. Or just move on to something else. All right, so during first shift, the only trade that I did take was Amazon. Some of the ideas were IWM for the puts. If you took that, congratulations. Apple for the puts. And then Shockwave gave us a signal here. So there's 3 other trades that were available during this last little stretch. Okay, primarily with Apple puts and IWM puts. And this one just came into play recently. Okay, so. All right, so if you caught any of those trades, guys, you can be done for the day. That's how simple you want to keep it. That's how simple you want to keep it. The first hour, that's where you want to take advantage of the best opportunities, and then run away from the charts as far as you can. So now we're testing this 50% retrace of this weekly. So this setup here requires conviction. Okay, this requires conviction. A lot of times what happens when you get stopped out once and then the setup comes into play again, right? Conviction is required because sometimes your confidence can take a hit. Right? Because you have a system, you believe in the system, all right, but getting stopped out once or twice can really bruise your confidence. Right? And that's normal. That's not something that's abnormal. And the workaround for that is just treating each opportunity as independent opportunities. Okay, because this has no bearing on this. Okay, what happened here is not going to influence what happened here. That's just us thinking that's going to happen. Okay, now this is actually turning into a nice drop on IW, guys. Small caps falling off a cliff. Here we go. Anyone catch this? Strikers. People who trade Shockwave. Strikers. Orb Army. You caught this? If you did, beautiful job. Folks on YouTube. You see, look at that. Look at that drop. So the gap has been filled from this morning. And look at the VIX. The VIX is ripping, guys. VIX is at 1950. What did it bounce off of? It bounced right off of 18. This major area here bounced off of that, rejected off of that, and it sent it to the ground. Okay, send it to the ground. All right, we're 15 minutes away from the conclusion of first shift. Don't chase. Okay, make sure that you don't chase. Take a minute to smash the like button on YouTube. Mississippi, I got a house full watching right now. Appreciate the support. Amazon continues to push forward. All right, that first hour is where you want to look to do the most amount of work or capitalize off the opportunity, right? If you're sharp during that hour, all you need is one or two setups, even just one setup. Less is more during the season, guys. Less is more during the summer months. Tesla looking for that reclaim. So you see as SPY starting to bounce, Amazon probably flagged. Okay. Not the cleanest flag, but flag nonetheless. Okay, when the indexes are dropping, all of them, and an individual name has strength, okay, write this down, guys. Individual name has strength, and the indexes continue to drop. Okay, they continue their drop, and that name that's related to that particular index holds its structure and just pulls back just a little bit. In the event that the indexes bounce, or the index in this case bounces, okay, look for that continuation. Because this drop, okay, there wasn't enough weakness to shake out the demand. It was just some profit taking. And then once the demand jumps back into our broader markets, we see that continued push for that structural continuation. If you can understand this, okay, then you know where to look. Okay, if you can understand this, then you know where to look. So case in point on AMZN. Case in point for Amazon. Okay. Take this off. Take this off. Okay, just like that. And for some reason, trading view is slow today. Okay, so make sure to if you can understand that, you know exactly where to look. And with individual names, a nice breakout on NVIDIA, guys. TP1 on NVIDIA. Watch out for that yearly open on NVIDIA. So the gap has been filled from this morning. Gap has been filled from this morning. We got that G50 in this territory. We'll keep a G50 there. And we'll be off the chart soon. And we're going to zoom out just real quick, guys, just so we don't lose sight of where we are intraday, higher time frame. All right, so let's zoom out. When in doubt, okay, it's very easy to get lost in the sauce here. When in doubt, just zoom out. Okay, so what happened up until this point? All right, so this morning we discussed, hey, treat this area as resistance. I know a lot of us want to go long here, but you need overwhelming evidence to go long for that break. Matter of fact, if you're going to take the break, let it break. And if it's going to break, I'd be in the camp for the retest. Because this is resistance. This is the case of UPO. Until proven otherwise. And now that resistance is being resistance. It's doing its job. So now we're rejecting off that territory, and we're at that 50% retrace of that weekly. All right, so we do have a nice little bounce zone in this territory. Okay, what does that encompass? That encompasses that 730 cycle level at the very bottom of that zone, along with that 50 EMA. Okay, and we've had history in this area for aggressive bounces. So if this is a legitimate sell-off, okay, we're gonna have to continue to sell off below 729.57, and that could lead us, okay, into these wick lows. Right, these wick lows are kind of deceiving. All right, that unfortunately that's the range. But if we discount those lows, if we just say, hey, you know what, that's just an anomaly. What is the real low? It's the 726.86. That kind of throws off the levels, right? So that's going to be the first shift lows is basically the lows of the day until that last minute candle. All right, so even with that daily downside break is all the way here. Okay, if we remove the massive wick that we saw, okay, it's right there, very close to 50% retrace. Okay. All right, so I do like this setup right here. Retrace, reject. Okay, if we have the right context. Retrace, reject. We'll rule out the reclaim. That can be the second trade I'll look to take. What are we bouncing off of? We're bouncing off of that weekly level, guys. Weekly level. So is that a 50-50? A little shallower than a 50-50. Okay. The 50-50 coincides within that unit of risk, which is good. But I want to see if I can get entry in this territory. With that being said, I want to see what the VIX does as well. So VIX is now headed back towards 19. If the VIX holds 19 and we start to approach this territory and VIX ends up bouncing, I want to look for that slide back under it. So what I'm looking to rule out here is the reclaim. Right? If I'm looking to go retrace reject my invalidation marker, if I'm looking to get, if this is my setup, okay, if it does this, then I should not be in the trade any longer. Okay, so your invalidation marker, so in this case, if you're looking for retrace reject, the invalidation marker is the reclaim. If you're looking for a reclaim, because other traders can look for this, I want to get the reclaim. Your invalidation marker is retrace reject. Okay. That closely coincides with that 9. Let's see. That closely coincides with the 9 EMA. That'd be great. Might be touching right now. All right, 7 minutes away, guys. 7 minutes away. Take a minute, smash the like button. Let's get to 100 likes. We'll do a giveaway for our Get Started Day Trading course. That will be available, guys. That's the giveaway. That's what's on the line. That's what's on the line. Look at Amazon. Amazon continues to push, so even better. I like this even better because that 9 MA is right here as well. Okay. So give me a shooter on the 5. Okay, let buyers continue to push this thing back up, prop it back up, drive price into that area. That'll be the next opportunity. All right. If it breaks prematurely, that's fine. I'll let it go. But I'm looking to take it here. Okay. I'm willing to pay here. Now I just need that favorable price action there. Count me in. If it just breaks down here, this is just a shallow bounce. All right. Who's done for the day, guys? Who's done for the day during the first hour of the day? Who's done for the day? We've done a beautiful job done for the day. Boom, boom, boom. Good, good, good. Done for the day. Beautiful job. All right, if you're done for the day, tremendous. Tremendous, tremendous, tremendous. It's NVIDIA, Firefly. Again, if you find yourself spinning, right? I know it's hard. I know it's easier said than done. All right, but we just have to just stop. Spy, let me get SPY ready. SPY, SPY, SPY. I'm looking at the 734s. Puts. That's what I'm looking at. All right, so what I want to see in this case is, okay, the most amount of confirmation is you wait for that shooter candle on the 5 minute and a break below those lows. So you can use that 5 minute as your model. What I want to see is, okay, I want to get that entry on the 1. What I want to see is, okay, price continue to drive into that territory. Preferably get into the jaws of it and then drop back under it and then VIX reclaim 19. Okay, and eventually that will probably spawn into that 5 minute shooter. So I want to be in before that 5 minute shooter. Go, go, go. Get a little deeper into it. Get a little deeper into it. So this entry model we've been using last month, right? Last month in May, we discussed this entry model. Get a nice little push. VIX continues to go south. See if VIX can bounce up at 1874. Okay, no entry yet. Get that continue to push. In that case, in the event that entry is available, this is my risk. Okay, my risk is right there, conservative. So the indicator gives me that automatically. And I can also wait for a signal as well. Get a nice little push, get above it. That's a PML retest as well, guys. That's testing PML. See if we can get 2 trades in before the conclusion of first shift. PML, 9 EMA. Get that nice little push. Get a push above it, and then a drop. If it gets below PML, I'll take the short. I'll take the SPY puts. Okay, I'll take it right there. Okay, I'm in the puts here, SPY. Retrace, reject, stop it all the way up here. So a little ahead of the indicator, a little ahead of the not that 5 minute shooter. But see if I continue to push and see if the VIX can bounce here. If it can bounce there, that'd be great. Stop all the way here. All right, so if it gets into this territory, gets above it, then I'll get stopped out. Tesla, nice reclaim on Tesla, continues to push. So we still have some buying on the 5. See if we get some push back off that 9. Push back, so small victory in this case. Break below this low. Okay, we're starting to push here. 1874 on VIX. Hold. So no close above the conservative. So no signal on shockwave yet. No 5 minute shooter yet. So let's see if that 5 minute can get pushed back lower now. VIX slicing and dicing. I want to see it hold above that. Hold that 1874. So a little bit of early entry. Okay, once risk is allocated, it's just a matter of letting it play out. Okay, we're getting aggressive here. About to get stopped. If we get above this line, we close above that line right there, I'm going to get stopped out. So this turning into a reclaim possibly. Down 25%. VWAP kind of falls into it. VWAP is basically right there. Okay. We need that slide. If you're waiting for that slide, if you're waiting for 5, using a little more confirmation, you're still waiting. Okay, so no close above here. If I get a close above here, then I get stopped out. Between now and then, we're very close to getting stopped. The second shift is official here. Second shift is here. So no close. No close above there. I can allow a wick, but no close above there. We're at VWAP as well on the 5. VWAP across the board. Okay, see if we can wick back the downside. If not, I got to get stopped out. See that? Because I want to see how that 1 minute candle closes on the verge. Well, I think it's stopped here. That VWAP is right there. Okay, I'll get stopped out right there. So stopped out. Okay, couldn't get that continued push lower. So in my case, early entry. Of course, in hindsight, maybe could have waited a little bit more, but stopped out. All right, so 2 trades during first. Stopped out here on SPY. Amazon worked in my favor nicely. And SPY is looking to get above that VWAP. So I want to give it just a second here, sacrificing 2-3%. To see if you can get that wick back lower, but in the event that it closes above this territory, then the setup is wrong, then I got to get out of there. All right, so shot the shot here, stopped out. So 2 trades during first shift, 1 worked in my favor, stopped out on the second one. Okay, now, what else is looking to reclaim VWAP? Qs, VWAP. Now look at the VIX, guys. VIX is completely going south. Okay. VIX is going south. No 5-minute combos. No bounce on the VIX. So I just decided to go lone wolf there. I thought you were long. No, I'm short. I'm short. If you can get back below it, I don't mind re-engaging. Okay, same setup. So if you can fall back under it, break structurally, same setup. Okay, you can start to see that nice little pushback, a little cleaner. A little cleaner. I'm done for the day. Bought 1 call, lost 71%. Bought a put 277, down 55% on a W long. Always learning, done for the day. Always learning. I'm here teaching and learning. Overtraded on Friday. Yeah, so what happened last week, guys? Friday. What happened the previous day? All you can do is just live, learn, and move along. Tesla, nice reclaim on Tesla to the upside. We got Meta possibly brewing. And look at that, guys. We're moving with some force. Okay, we're moving with some force. So if I'm taking that retest back to downside, retrace, reject, and validation marker is the reclaim. So once it gets past the stop, I'm out of there. And just like that, look at that. Just like that. SPY's above VWAP. Qs are above VWAP. Small caps retesting. Small caps retesting. Tesla, out of here. VIX falling off a cliff. VIX falling off a cliff. Amazon continues to push. Dow looking like it wants to break. We're back above that daily open. Right, so that looks like a insignificant move. Okay, but between the stop and the next level, guys, is $1.21. That is a major difference. All right. So you can go from being down 35% to 70, 80%. Okay, so we basically retrace more than 50% of his initial drop. Okay, that's why I liked it for this area, right? If you can show weakness there, I liked it, and now continues to push above that daily open. So far, flat on the day. The IWM starting to slide. So if the indexes start to drop, IWM, if SPY starts to drop, everything starts to drop. You get a bounce on the VIX, IW can slide. So I'll take one more trade, win, lose, or draw, and we'll be done for the day. SPY continues to grind. Now NVIDIA, a nice bounce off that weekly downside breaker, last week's lows. Last week's lows. That's the current path. That is the current path. The Dow has joined the party to the upside. So the Dow has the most amount of strength. Why? The Dow is at the high, near the highs of the day. Okay, and the Dow is looking to make a higher high in relation to first shift highs. SPY is not there yet. Q is not there yet. Dow and small cap's not there yet. See if Meta can continue to push. It's holding above VWAP. Above it on Meta, 570.91 territory. We do have that 200 EMA right there. And with Meta, Palantir, possibly a candidate. With Meta, spreads. Okay, spreads very critical. You can be mindful of the spreads. All right, so the spreads. Try to go for mid or bid. Try to go for mid or bid. IWM. The 296s. So if all the indexes start to sell off, IW can lead the way to the downside. SPY continue to grind here on that 15. And look at that hourly here on SPY. Look at that hourly on SPY. Beautiful, 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 guys. Most of you caught Amazon. Good. Let's get the likes up. We only have 66 likes. All right, 66 likes. All right, so we missed that 100 like window during the first hour. So let's try to get to 150 between now and 11:30. Let's get to 150. Okay. Second shift, chop, chop, chop. So first shift gave the opportunity. Second shift, we can see a little bit of chop, chop, chop. Apple for that retest. We got NVIDIA testing that VWAP. We got Amazon seeing its first 15-minute pullback, possibly if it can hold for the next 5 minutes. Okay. SPY just continues to grind higher. So last trade, if you're just jumping in, took SPY puts right there. Okay. Continue to push the upside, stopped out. Okay, hindsight, kind of rushed the entry. I was kind of ahead of the VIX, ahead of a couple of things. But once the risk is allocated, guys, is allocated. But it doesn't give you the excuse to be reckless, though. Okay? It doesn't give you the excuse to say, hey, you know what? I took a bad trade. Now let me just turn this into a size for zero type of trade. You still have to manage the risk. Okay. See, small caps can start to break down here. Need that breakdown on SPY. Index is to break down. Little flaggy on small caps. On the 1. So we need the help of everything else breaking down. Okay. And looks like the VIX kind of, when the VIX is kind of in the middle, it's a riddle. So that 1850, reclaim 1850, could possibly start to push. So I'm going to keep a close eye on small caps. For a double dip, Google's starting to push. But we need help from the indexes pushing to the downside. Apple sliding, Meta starting to go. Okay, Meta. You can initially target that 50-minute high, and then eventually the highs of the day. Right at the highs of the day, we have that 200 EMA on the hourly. Be mindful of that. Okay, so see profit, take profit is the way to navigate this climate. Look at this slowdown here, guys. So during first shift, during the first 11 minutes, we haven't done much. Okay, so this is when you want to start to lean towards, a little earlier than usual, lean towards those further dated contracts. All right. Granted, you're not going to have as much appreciation on them as quickly, but at least it buys you some time. All right, especially if you're not proficient and quickly taking profit and managing your position well. Okay. So structurally, we continue to push. We can't deny it. So selling pressure up there, buying pressure down here. Where did that send us? Possibly back into this PMH. Meta starting to go a little bit there, Firefly. Okay, you see the slowdown, all right? Big difference. Okay, during the first hour versus the first few minutes, of the new shift. Okay. Down goes the VIX. Can we get above PMH? Can we get above PMH? So indexes break down. I'm looking at small caps. Okay, small caps will be my horse. Okay, there goes IW. Just even come back just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit. If you took IW already, manage accordingly. Didn't get an entry yet. So SPY has a little room to drop into that daily open. Okay, see if IW can just get a nice little bounce. Give me a nice little bounce. If you took that already, or that reclaim back the downside, if you took that already, good. Okay, if I can get a nice little bounce back into this area. Okay, you can start managing your profits. You can start to pay the trader. If SPY can break below that daily open, has room to drop. Okay, we can see IW start to work its way aggressively to the downside. Who took IW? Make it count. Make it count. IW starting to slide. SPY can break that daily open. IW can head towards that 295.95 territory, 295.96, 295.90s. Okay, VIX starting to push back the upside. Okay, if you took IW, good. If we fall back under this, okay, I can reassess, I can re-engage. Okay, we can fall under pre-market low for that breakdown. I can re-engage. Same setup as here. This one there was no confirmation. This one will be that reclaim back the downside. That runway being here. Okay, into that G50. And small another piece right there. But first we need to get past that. We need to get past that daily open. Past that daily open, currently testing VWAP here, guys. Currently testing VWAP, so big test for SPY here. We have VWAP along with that daily upside breaker, along with that daily open. A lot of things converging right there. Small caps for the W once again. Small cap starting to slide beautifully. What a drop. What a drop. SPY. You see the difference between the 5-minute on SPY, the entry that I had earlier versus the 5-minute candles now? Right, big difference, right? So when you get that 5-minute confirmation, gives you a little more conviction. SPY, I'm looking at the same contracts as earlier. Nothing changes on my side. The only difference is those contracts are a fraction of the price. Before they were priced at 146. Now they're priced at $1 and some change. Okay. VIX starting to wake up. You can see the difference now a little bit. Things starting to line up a little better. The 15-minute on the Qs starting to go south. So if you took the Qs back below it, if you took small caps, so basically the same setup here will be applied. I'll apply the same setup. So one loser draw. That'll be one more trade, and I'll be done for the day, regardless how it plays out. Okay. Regardless how it plays out, if you're done for the day, be done. Don't get lured into taking more. Okay, stick with your plan. Stick with the plan. It's going to come down to small caps. Retest on the small caps, breakdown on SPY, or in the event that SPY continues to pump, Palantir push to the upside. So I have options. Okay. Amazon runaway train. So the day I was looking to scalp Amazon is the day that Amazon decides to rip. All right. Palantir. Want that hold on Palantir. Okay, have no fear. Palantir is here. All right, so the environment is automatically trickier during the second hour. Okay, Palantir is starting to go. Okay. Palantir you can take it into 119.06. Okay, Palantir come back in. IW going for that retest. So in this case, IW is back above that level. What you want to see on IW is you want to see it get above it. If everything starts to slide, IW will slide as well. Give me a signal on Palantir. Okay, SPY. Does SPY have enough fuel to push above that PMH? That's number one question. That's the $1 million question. Does SPY have enough fuel to push back below, back above PMH? So look how tight that PMH PML range is on SPY. Amazon, guys, Amazon's headed towards that 245. It's above 245. Okay, so Palantir, see if we can start to work its way. A little lower. Okay. SPY starting to go. Palantir trying to hold. Has room at the highs of the day. Trying to find my nice little sweet spot entry. If SPY rejects off that PMH up here, off this resistance, IWM can come into play. Palantir started to come in. Okay, I'll take Palantir right there. I'm in the Palantir calls. These calls are July 2nd. All right, so those are the only contracts available. So I'm in Palantir here. I'm in the Palantir calls. Last trade of the day. Risk's the same, so I want no closer below here. Okay, so no decisive closes below there will be my risk. Target majority highs of the day 119.06. 119.06 is the ultimate goal, and I will let that play on the background. Ideally, I want that 15-minute to hold its strength. Market pushing to the upside can be favorable in this case. Okay, so I don't mind hanging on to this as long as it's valid. Okay, so we'll see if Palantir can give us some nice push to the upside. Okay, SPY is starting to fuel up. SPY is starting to fuel up. SPY is starting to go. Can it break above PMH? Let us know if we can break above PMH. What are your thoughts, guys? Can SPY break above PMH? That'll be favorable for Palantir. So the nature of these contracts on Palantir, they're not going to move as fast as zeros. All right. When you buy more time, okay, they're not as volatile. They don't move as fast. But if you're right, you're going to be right either way. SPY is starting to go. VIX falling off a cliff. Okay, Palantir on the hourly. Nice engulfer on the hourly. Right, Palantir, before it gets stopped out, if Palantir can push above that hourly high there, that'd be good news in the next 5 minutes. In the next 5 minutes, and if Palantir can manage to get to 119.05, all right, that'd be great. Or this current hourly candle hold above that previous hour's open. We'll be in decent shape there. Okay. So Palantir, no decisive close below these lows. SPY struggling at PMH. SPY struggling at PMH. See if we can reclaim that PMH on Palantir as well. So Palantir's PMH and SPY's PMH are closely correlated. The Dow's above or near the highs of the day. So no close below conservative. I could have went aggressive. I still want to be conservative, despite the fact that I have a little time on those contracts. But I like the conservative. So no close below 50% retrace. That coincides with conservative. Palantir starting to slide. It looks like it wants to get back to VWAP. Unfortunately, VWAP is not within my risk. Okay. So if I close it below that on the 5, that'll get stopped out. Okay. Stopped out Palantir. 50% stop Palantir. Nasty wick there on Palantir. And that's the last trade. So last two trades, Palantir stopped out, SPY stopped out. Only thing that worked out was Amazon. And that was a very quick stop out on Palantir. Okay, what I was looking to target is these highs up here. Okay, we're above that PMH. See if we get that nice little push. Got that push initially, but quickly faded. Look how quickly that thing faded. So stopped out that case. All right, so 3 trades today, 2 stop outs, 1 worked in my favor. And now that would be all the trades. SPY rejecting off that PMH. So if SPY was able to get above that PMH, maybe Palantir would have had a chance, but Palantir quickly at VWAP. Palantir quickly at VWAP, and now Palantir on that hourly candle is very inside. I'm down 60% on the account, barely anything left to trade. Just based on today. Based on today, or just overall? Oh, last 3 months, okay. So a lot of during the first 30 minutes. Not much movement. Okay, so it looks like just one trade, and when you're ahead, stay ahead. All right, that's basically what the recipe is. See profit, take profit. Less is more. You're ahead, stay ahead. One more trading day in the month. Green. No need to take unnecessary risk. Yep, this is the last day of the month. Tomorrow's the last day of the month. And then Wednesday, we have a new quarter. Good trades with 300%. 5 contracts. Held 20% loss, full position. Right, so it just seems like the big losses you're taking are basically with the larger size, and the wins you're taking are with smaller size or less contracts. So finding a way to flip that. Right, finding a way to flip that. So you're catching the big trade, the monster trades. They just happen to be with less size, and the losses that you're getting stopped out on happen to be with larger size. So Pouncer went to VWAP. All right. Could have gave until VWAP, but that kind of violates the risk that I initially gave it on Palantir. All right. If I'm stopped out, then I'm out. If it does something else after that, then I'll just I'll live with that. You can see Palantir came to VWAP. Is it me or is trading view a little slow today? Okay. SPY continues to reject that. So far during the first 31 minutes, 32 minutes, 31 minutes of the second shift. Okay, huge, big difference. Okay, we're trading in a $2 range. We went from trading in a massive range to a tiny range. Okay, this is when a lot of traders start to get in trouble. This is gone. Okay, $7 range to $2 range. Okay, during the first 32 minutes. Just to give you context, not to suggest that what happened before will happen again, but during the first 32 minutes on SPY, we were already at a $5 range. Okay, so you can see this shift is completely different. So second shift chop is here. All right, so second shift chop is here. Looking for one more SPY engagement, stopped out on the first one, okay? So it depends if you're looking to scalp, if you're looking for expansion, if you're looking for mean reversion, right? Just depends on what the setup is. If you're looking for bounces off support, rejections off resistance, or breaks of resistance, breaks of support. Breakdown, breakouts. All right, but the conditions are completely different here than they were during first. We're within that PML, PMH, where that daily open is right here. So it looks like a magnet type of session so far. We don't have any major catalyst, right? Unless something hits our news feed or any rumors hit our news feed, any news comes down the feed, right? There's nothing for the market to do. There's nothing for it to do. So it's going to continue to just bounce around, get above, get below, get above, get below, daily open until the next news. Microsoft, the latest candidate to break down. Good cut on Palantir. Amazon continues to push. SPY. So far the trades have been this. Amazon. That was the clean trade from this morning. Went over to SPY. Retrace reject on SPY. Right, didn't wait for too much confirmation, just took it at face value, then stopped out, and then PLTR. PLTR to capitalize off of this nice little push. In the event, SPY showed some signs of life above PMH. Okay, and PLTR I also liked it as above that daily upside breaker as well. So it's above prior day's highs. It's looking like it's holding above PMH. Okay, so I want to see if I can take this piece to the upside with the majority, and then I'll be on babysitting runner duty above that. What's the risk? The risk is break below conservative. Okay, so if price gets below here, then everything's off the table, meaning the trade is closed. This is the idea, but if the price breaks below there, okay, the idea is no longer there, and risk management protocols are take effect. Okay. I'm chasing the hourly FVG. It's a large section, the bullish direction on SPY. Let's take a look at the hourly FVG. On SPY, King Skrilla. So you might be seeing it on the real time. Let's see. Look at this action, guys. Oh. Look at this action here on SPY. Okay, this is a complete atrocity. This is a complete mess. All right, look at this. Just mess. All right, look at this past few days. Since FOMC. Okay, we broke out of that FOMC range with a gap down. Things have not been moving. All right, we're just jammed between that 740 upside and that 729 downside. Okay, and we're not going up, we're not going down, we are going sideways. Okay, until we're not. All right, so how are we gonna know we're gonna break out if this resistance gets broken decisively? That's gonna require that 740 break, decisive break above 740. All right, we're not there yet, so we're still within this range. Okay, so no expansion yet. So a lot of overhead supply, a lot of demand down here. In between, okay, it's basically equilibrium back and forth. All right. The fact that you can exactly what's happening, small wins on cheap contracts but big loss on full position means your eye is sharp. It's actually the hardest part, believe me, most traders gone through the cycle. Yeah, so it's just, and it's tough because it's discouraging. You're doing the right thing, right? You're right, but when you're right, it's not with the size, and when you're wrong, it's with the size. Okay. Okay, just a mess here, guys. IW seems to be the cleanest index. SPY, if you're in position for this, you did well. Apple, possible flag on Apple brewing. 9 EMA bear flag. Okay. Quarterly downside breaker there as well. All right, so it's the first day of the week. Keep in mind, don't lose sight of the rest of the week. Okay, don't lose sight of the rest of the week. It is a short week. It is a week where we are going to get the kickoff of the new quarter, new quarterly candle, new monthly candle as well. Right, it's the beginning of a new week, but at the same time, we're winding down the month of June. All right, so try to close the month of June as strong as possible. I know it's been a tricky month. All right, and we're going to kick off July. Amazon pulling back to VWAP. That's basically the theme of summer trading. Just first hour On days when there's no catalyst, it's got to be locked in. The one trade that kind of just slipped through the cracks for me, I'm trying to capitalize on more of those type of trades. Right, just the alert goes off and I just can't respond quick enough. What is this here? All right, IW. All right, we talked about IW here, but there's a nice little scalp available there as well, and IW to the downside again. So anytime a SPY starts to pull back and IW is below this opening range quadrant, then it just continues to push the downside. All right, so you can just rinse, repeat that. If you're looking to take more trades and time those two things together. But IWM was clean. This was beautiful, and this was also more than enough, guys. This drop here, I know it doesn't seem sufficient, but if you trade this is 79 cents on IW. That's massive. Okay. So anytime SPY starts to slide just a little bit, IW's slide is exaggerated. So you can rinse and repeat that if you have more shots in the chamber. %. You do have it, Firefly. Okay. Again, guys, make sure to like the video. Let's get the likes up. Let's get the likes up. Anyone bought the dip? Anyone bought the dip? The 50 MA test on the daily? Anyone buying the dip with leaps? Or a little add to the long term? I have not bought the dip. That 50 MA, you trust in that 50 MA, get that nice little push, that'd be great. SPY, guys, this is as ugly as it gets. All right, so this is market donation hour. So we are seeing the action is a little cleaner between, it starts to clean up between 2:30 and the close, right? Slightly before power hour. So it's basically, okay, we got 9:30 to 11:30 first and second shift. That's the optimal window. And then the emphasis is put on the first half of that window, that first hour. Okay. So that's the optimal area. And then after second shift, okay, so between, so after 11:30, so say 11:31, all the way to 2:30. Okay, that's PM. Becomes very tricky. And then maybe a couple of opportunities between early innings of a power hour. That's if you trade power hour, but don't start trading power hour now if you don't trade power hour. Okay, now's not the time to learn. If you can paper trade, you can observe, but you don't want to start to just go full blast trading power hour because you don't have success there. Okay, then this becomes somewhat ideal. So these are the windows. So if you can get your work done during the first hour, you don't have to put up with everything else. Okay, that is this is the optimal way. But for most traders, right, they don't trade power hour, so it's basically like this. So that's it, these two. More specifically, first shift. All right, SPY starting to bounce off that daily open. See, there's some legitimacy behind that push. Okay, now can we get that final break above? And how frequently have we tested VWAP? That's a tell as well. Okay, so it is 11:14. So in the next 16 minutes, it will be 11:30. The first 2 hours of the day are in the books. Okay, the question now becomes, how frequently have we tested VWAP? All right. If we're testing VWAP over and over and over and over and over and over again, is that a sign of a trend? Okay. That is not a sign of a trend. Usually, if the stronger the trend, the fewer the VWAP tests. Okay, sometimes it breaks from VWAP but never comes back until after the trend has faded, the structure has shifted. Okay, just goes. Maybe structure starts to shift, starts going back the other way, and then it gets one more move off of that. But the more frequently we test that VWAP, okay, more than likely another sign of choppiness, another sign of indecision. Okay, volume weighted average price. Okay, so now if we take a look at the VWAP here on SPY, now that we said that, let's take a look at it. Drop down to the 1. So within this 2 hours, how many times have we tested it? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So within those 2 hours, 120 minutes, we're basically testing it every 24 minutes. All right, so we're not creating that separation. Another sign. VWAP is almost horizontal, just like this. In a clean trend, you want VWAP to be pointing down or pointing up. That's also a sign. All right, so we're testing VWAP. We've tested it 5 times within the first 2 hours of the day, close to a test every 24 minutes. So what that tells us is we're gravitating back towards VWAP and having a response. We're pushing away from it, and where we pull back to it. All right, very sticky type of action. So it's either you just scalp, or find a couple of scalps that work in your favor and be done, or else you're going to be forced to trade, win, lose, over leverage, then lose big, and be forced to try to win big. All right, so it's Monday, guys, so keep that in mind. Okay, so chop. Tesla was a winner as well. Tesla went nicely, but very volatile. So I'm not going to sit here and say it wasn't volatile at all. But Tesla did present some good opportunities this morning. Okay. You can see the calls come in. No real stop out. And eventually this one goes parabolic. So a lot of scalps and then eventually, boom, a TP1, shoot to TP1. What else? MSFT. MSFT, chop. Finally gets that breakdown. Support fails to hold. You see that failed triple bottom. Slices under it. Goes to TP1. Let's check on SpaceX. SpaceX. 155. Okay, SpaceX is jammed as well, guys. SpaceX is range bound. So a parabolic push up during IPO for about 75%. Okay. A complete breakdown, falls off a cliff for 78%. And now is very close to IPO. So this is a period of accumulation for SpaceX. So this will determine if we try to get back, or break out or break down this accumulation will determine if we get back above that 200, or if we start to go below 100 and dip below that IPO. Naturally, we have to test all those psychological levels, of course, but that's what's on the table for SpaceX. So it's just chopping back and forth. So let's see what does take place in the next few weeks. Speaking of SpaceX, I'm going to take a look at SpaceX's contracts. Okay, IV is starting to come back in, guys. SpaceX IV is at 81. And one thing also on SpaceX, they only have the weekly contracts. They don't have the dailies. Okay? Okay, so at some point in time, SpaceX will be added to our rotation. Will be added to the rotation. All right? So the first 2 hours of the day almost in the books. 3 trades. Stopped out on 2. Amazon worked in my favor nicely. Thank you for the flow state jewels. I'm not sure how that works. On YouTube, they have these jewels now. I don't know what that. I'm not sure how that works. I'll let you guys know once I find out. Okay, who's done for the day? We'll do the end of the stream poll here shortly. Amazon looking to test that VWAP. Yeah, SPY's in that. Yep, it's not a rejection zone, but it's just going back and forth, back and forth. Even when you see these rejections. All right, let's drop it. Let's drop to the 15 real quick. Even when you're seeing these rejections, right? They're not rejecting right away. All right, you can see here. Right, it comes in that area. So what this translates to on the lower time frame is this. And then finally a break. So even though it's in the rejection zone, it's taking time to break down. So it's almost like you can't take that initial first rejection. You have to wait for some structure to get built up there and then get that clean break below support, something along those lines. I mean, look at this, guys. This is just atrocious action. It's almost like the candles are frozen. Look. This is like trading Sydney session. If you trade futures, this is like trading Sydney. And some parts of Asia as well. This is a nightmare for zero DTEs. It's taking forever. So you can take a trade via zero DTE, short dated contracts, and you can be wrong based on the fact that it's not moving. And I would say that's the most frustrating way to be wrong, because you're right on the chart, right? Or you have not yet been invalidated on the chart, but you're automatically wrong because time is passing. Okay. That's the worst way to be wrong. So we'll do the end of the stream poll here shortly. Keep in mind it is a short week. Okay. Amazon testing VWAP. I was going to say VWAP testing Amazon. Amazon testing VWAP. Potential flag on NVIDIA if we get that structural break below that daily open, daily upside breaker. So if SPY decides to pursue this runway, there's a possibility for an NVIDIA flag break. Qs gravitate back towards VWAP and break below it. That might give I should not NVIDIA, Apple. That might give Apple that flag break it needs. So Apple, not NVIDIA. IWM once again. IW to the rescue. Okay, IWM to the rescue. So IW went from being sixth man to a starter to probably being the go-to player, especially during these conditions. That's what it's looking like. So IW, look how clean this chart is in comparison to SPY. Cleaner, okay. All right, so SPY in this area. Okay, this is the market donation hour. Okay, it's either you go breakdown, breakout, which both have some contention, or you just play bounce off support, rejection off resistance. But the bigger move is going to be on the breakout, breakdown. All right, that requires alerts, that requires patience, and that requires still having some trades available for you to take. If you already hit your max trades, then that's something you're not going to look to take. Okay, I'm done for the day. Just practicing now and learning. Good. Anyone else on YouTube, let us know how you did today. Okay, first shift, clean action. Second shift, complete mess. That's the pattern we've been seeing. That is the pattern we've been seeing. Microsoft coming up for that retest. And we're 2 minutes away from the conclusion of the second shift. And we're outside of that shockwave hour. We're outside of shockwave hour. Let's see if we can get to 150 likes, guys. I want to do the giveaway today. 150 likes before 12. Let's get it done. Okay. So 69% of the chat today was bullish. So let's end that poll. 69% of the chat was bullish. And we'll do the end of stream poll here shortly in our community. We'll run through the ways to join our community. We will take a quick coffee refill break. We will come back. We'll provide more commentary. We'll take any questions, Q&A, breakdowns, and then we'll look to wrap it up. Okay. In the words of Ice Cube, today was a good day. See if we can push into that PMH and break it past it. Flip that resistance into support. Okay, we're starting to get some fuel off that VWAP, that daily open, that daily upside breaker. See if we get a nice little push. Nice little push would be great. Okay, we got that push into PMH. Let's see if we get that break. Let's see what the VIX is doing here. VIX is headed towards, if VIX can make a direct line, all right, so meaning just continues to slide to that 18, that gives us a chance to break this. If VIX at any point in time bounces off that 1816, reclaims 1820, or starts to catch a bid off that 1810, then more than likely we start to reject here. All right, on that continued slide on the VIX here. So you got the volatility start to dissipate here. The Qs are looking to take out those highs. Okay, Qs are headed towards the highs of the day. So on this stretch here, the Qs are in the lead. Okay, we're at that PMH. VIX starting to bounce a little bit here. Do we make or break? There's a make or break moment. Do we make, or do we break out, or do we break back down? Put in the chat, break out or break down. It's officially third shift, so second shift. Look at this, guys. Nothing much in second shift. This is basically the action in second shift. This was it. Right, as tight of a range as possible. $2 range, $2.40. All right, so first 2 hours of the day in the books. Let's quickly go over how to join our community, and then we'll take a quick coffee refill break. We'll come back on the other side of that break. We'll take any questions. We break down some of the trades we took, provide more commentary, and look to wrap it up. All right, so if you're looking to join our community, guys, make sure to do so. Go to smartactiontrade.com, go to the community tab. There's a free community available to you, 24/7 stock market newsfeed available to you. Everyone on YouTube, make sure to be in the free tier and start to take the next steps and join the monthly. The monthly $69 a month, okay? You have access to all of our resources and tools, live trading with screen share, pre-market prep stream, all of our other tools as well, get started day trading course, options flow data, SAT level indicator. And if you're looking to upgrade to the yearly, you're going to pay 8 months of access for 12 months of access. You're going to save on 4 months. You can also upgrade to yearly as well. If you're looking to upgrade to yearly, all right, and you're looking to get our indicator, the starter pack special is available, right? If you're a SPY striker, if you're looking to get the starter pack, guys, there's a discount code available for you if you're looking to take advantage of that. All right, that comes with the Shockwave 1.0, 2.0, all the Shockwave indicators lifetime, and 12 months access to the community. All right, so look in the chat on YouTube for the code if you're looking to get the starter pack within the next month or so. After July, starter pack will be gone. Okay, and then after July as well, we will have the price increase kicking in as well. All right, so again, make sure to do so. Make sure to reach out to me if you need the code. Everyone on YouTube, if you're looking to join the monthly tier, use the code TRIAL30. Once those spots are filled, the only thing available is the yearly. All right, so make sure to lock in, guys. And the one thing is, if you are locked into our membership, you're grandfathered in. So there's no price increase that you will see. There are some people in our team who locked in early last year. We've been around consistently for about a year and some change now, and their fees $24, $25 a month. All right, so I always reward the ones that lock in early. And my promise, there's not a lot of promises in this industry, but the one thing that I can control is whatever the price increase is, you will not face a single increase. So the laws of inflation don't apply to our members. All right, so make sure to do that, guys. Make sure to like the video as well. And we'll take a quick coffee refill break and be back on the other side.
trading is by striker. Stay the course, stay the course. The fruit don't grow the day you plant the seed. Stay the course. The market can bless you, the market can humble you. Stay the course.
Green candles dancing, got the whole room alive. 3 wins in a row got me feeling like I can fly. But I've seen euphoria turn a blessing to a curse. When confidence outruns discipline, things get worse. Winning streaks whisper, you don't need the rules today. That's the same voice that slowly pulls the wise astray. The market don't care about the wins from last week. It rewards preparation after highs that we seek. Smart action trading. That's why strikers on the score, learning how to stay grounded when the days turn green. Because the danger ain't the losses everybody fears. Sometimes it's success that blinds your eyes and clouds your ears. I used to chase results, now I focus on execution. Because consistency is built through process, not emotion. Every chart a classroom, every candle got a lesson. Every session starts reminding me to stay invested in progression.
Back to the process, back to the way, back to the habits that carry the day. Green days come, green days go. Wisdom decides what remains when they go. Back to the process, back to the plan. Forever a student, that's who I am.
I remember empty rooms and talking to myself, building brick by brick when nobody else helped. Now the numbers look better, the blessings got larger, but success can become an even tougher teacher. Because pride grows quietly, it don't knock at the door, but slips into winning streaks and starts asking for more. Proverbs on the desk, coffee by the screen, reminding me humility is stronger than it seems. The fool says,
I'm thinking it out.
I arrived. The wise man keeps learning, keeps the curiosity alive. Every loss paid tuition, every win paid rent. Both of them teachers, if you listen to what they meant. The crowd loves prediction. I respect preparation because tomorrow's opportunity belongs to dedication.
Back to the process, back to the way, back to the habits that carry the day. Green days come, green days go. Wisdom decides what remains when they go. Back to the process, back to the plan. Forever a student, that's who I am. Lord, if the blessings grow, don't let the roots go shallow. If the winds keep coming, keep my spirit walking narrow. If the doors swing open, keep my heart in place. Let gratitude grow deeper than the prophets that I chase. Because euphoria fades, but wisdom remains.
Character is revealed
When success starts to reign,
the ant stores grain before the winter arrives. Preparation keeps her.
vision alive.
Small steps repeated become stories we told. That's how ordinary days become silver and gold.
Some chase the spotlight,
Some chase applause.
I'm chasing consistency.
Honor under the cost.
Slow action trading,
SBI striker standing strong.
teaching traders discipline long after trends are gone. The market will change,
The seasons will turn,
but every cycle leaves another lesson learned.
so when the green days come, I enjoy them with grace and show up tomorrow and return to my place. Ain't no war.
Back to the process, back to the way, back to the habits that carry the day. Green days come, green days go. Wisdom decides what remains when they go. Back to the process, back to the plan. Forever a student, that's who I am. Smart action trading, my strikers. Stay the course, stay the course. Plant the seed, my strikers. Trust the word, stay the course. Ever learning, ever growing. Smart action trading, stay the course. Every striker, stay the course.
Stay the course.
They told us chase fast money, worship greed, panic with a crowd, you don't fit.
Distraction and emotional slavery.
But discipline,
Patience,
wisdom, that's how you escape the system.
smart action trading.
Yeah, Jericho walls falling when my figure louder. Used to trade emotional, now my spirit stronger. Joshua rebuilding while they doubted every step. Now the pressure build diamonds every time I get tested. Escaping Babylon,
I can live, shade of fear.
market full of idols.
I just walk with vision clear.
Planting seeds of solid.
While they chase attention.
Labor bring the harvest when you move with intention. Used to chase every candle like the move of salvation. Lost inside the noise, trapped in desperation. Babylon system got the masses moving blind. Over leveraged souls getting swallowed by the grind. See the charts became mirrors showing pride and greed. Every red candle exposed what's inside of me. Had to crucify emotion, let discipline arise. Cause my vans trading kill quicker than a thief at night. Jericho standing tall like impossible resistance. But faith make walls go after consistent persistence. Joshua marching even when it made no sense. The patience in the rocket when you wait for confirmation. See the weak chase entrance, the wise wait calmly. Pressure either burst pipes or create king sharply. Now I move strategic like the shepherd with the stone. David bursts the giants every morning at the hope it don't fold. In the wilderness, the promise still ahead. Every loss ain't destruction. Sometimes God rebuild a traitor instead. Jericho walls following my faith get loud. Used to create emotional, now my spirit strong. Joshua rebuilding while they doubted every step. Now the pressure build diamonds every time I get them tested. Escaping Babylon, I can live train to fear. Market full of idols, I just walk a vision king. Planting seeds are silent, trying to chase attention. Labor bring the harvest when you move with intention.
Okay. We're back and nothing really changed. Same thing, guys. We're still trading that range. Testing that PMH. Looks like we want to reject or break off of that. VIX continues to push to the downside. It's going to be predicated on what that 18 does. How do we respond to that 18? Slice and dice break. Bounce, possible rejection. So let's see how that plays out. SPY starting to emerge on the 5. Some EMAs are starting to point to the upside. But nothing clean still, guys. Nothing clean here. Amazon testing VWAP. Tesla continues to push to the upside. Tesla continues to push. Okay, so this is the theme. Hopefully you guys have picked up on the theme for the month of July, month of June, summer months. All right, this is the action, guys. We're in the heart of the summer months. Qs, nice break on the Qs. Mega cap techs getting bought up. See that can lift SPY up. Okay. There goes Tesla. Tesla's headed towards 400. Tesla's headed towards 400. 2 down, 2 up combination on Amazon on the 15. Or the 5, look out for that. Let's see some legitimacy behind that break. If the VIX breaks at 18, guys, decisively, and starts to slice, okay, this can turn into a breakout. No horse in the race. Okay, let's see. Amazon, Tesla continues to lead the way. Apple, that bear flag on Apple is still brewing. All right, that's going to still be valid unless we reclaim that VWAP. Qs headed towards the highs of the day. So it looks like the Qs during this last stretch, the Qs are in the lead. So Mega Cap Tech in the lead here. Nice flag on Microsoft, the downside to lows of the day. Palantir continues to fall off a cliff. So if anything, that was a good cut on Palantir. All right, so was wrong. Didn't want to be wrong for long. And you can see, even though it's further dated, sometimes you can be tempted to hold because it's further dated. Okay, but once my risk is defined, I'm gonna do whatever I can to not violate that risk. In the event that I went aggressive because I had more time on the contracts, still get stopped out. But I stick to that conservative. If it's intraday, I'll stick to that conservative. All right, so Palantir was the trade we took to the upside. It got stopped out. SPY also. Okay, SPY to the downside. It got stopped out. The one that worked out in our favor nicely was Amazon right out the gate. Okay. And it continued to go. Right, it continued to go after that break. So I would say the best chart so far on individual name was Amazon, and the index is IWM. So IWM and Amazon for the W today, for the wins today, okay? So I've put the end of stream poll on YouTube as well, guys, so make sure to let us know how you did. Make sure to let us know how you did. All right, so if you're in price study mode, pay attention to the VIX, pay attention to SPY, pay attention to this resistance. You don't only have to learn what money's on the line. Okay, you don't only have to learn and take it serious when money's on the line. Okay, we're above that PMH. Primarily led by the Qs. If you took the Qs on that break, manage accordingly. SPY view PMH retest. VIX stay below 18 though. Okay, VIX stay below 18, start to head towards that 1775, 1750, so on and so forth. Keep heading to the downside. The bigger picture break is here, guys. All right, so a lot of traders are on the sidelines until they get this bigger picture break. So there's a higher time frame break. So everything, the big move is probably going to be associated with that. Right, so the past few times we encountered there's resistance. Rejection number 1. Okay, rejection number 2. Rejection number 3. Okay, and then we have at some point in time this week possibly with a test coming up. And we'll probably get it this week because we do have some catalysts midweek to drive us up there. All right, so that's going to be bigger picture. That's what the move is. Because I would suggest that we're finally out of this range. We get that expansion out of this range. And we get that structural break. We get some higher highs in relation to these highs. All right, so keep an eye on this major. Go to your SPY chart. Go on the hourly. Make sure your extended trading hours are on. Okay. And then draw this trend line. Okay. This is resistance. Draw that up. So the higher time frame, bigger picture reversal is going to take place once this breakout takes place. Remember, when you are trading a reversal, what is a reversal? Price is going one way. Okay, and it reverses and goes the other way. That's a reversal. So when you're approaching the reversals, okay, you can do two things. You can get the dip, try to get the low. So what that means is try to find the lower low. All right, so what that basically would translate to is you're trying to find this low, the lower low, in that sequence, and hopefully that lower low happens to be the lower low that pushes those highs. Okay, that's one way you can do it. Or the other way you can do it is you wait. You're willing to pay a little bit more, but you know your contracts will appreciate, and that's when the reversal starts to shift. When the structure starts to shift, and you take the decisive break or break and retest of the incoming higher high. So it goes from lower lows to the higher to getting a higher high, and then you get that higher high slash, instead of a dip, is a break. Okay, so those are the two ways. So how does that translate to this activity? Right, people looking for the absolute low, for the very lows, they're probably accumulating in this area here. So not everybody's trading that way. All right, some people wait for the train to start moving and they jump on board. All right, both sides come with pros and cons. When you're trying to get the very, very low, you don't know if there's a low, if you got the low that eventually becomes the low that leads to another low after that, and another lower low comes in. If you get the break, sometimes you feel like you're overpaying because you're getting it at the relative high. Right, so both approaches do work. Right, but it's just understanding which one works best for you and what kind of time horizon are you willing to give this to play out. Right, so it's not just every reversal I have to catch the exact bottom, because a reversal implies that we're reversing this move with this sell-off in this case. Okay, this is not a reversal. Okay, reversal means reversal. So reversal means, okay, and then now we are reversing. This is what a reversal is. Structurally, if you just think of it from a bigger picture, just overall, right? Just in relation to this structure here. Okay, this is not a reversal. When you see that, that is not a reversal. Okay, reversal, there's multiple things that need to take place for reversal to take place. This is just a bounce. Very similar to here. Okay, very similar to here, very similar to here. This is just a bounce, a dead cat bounce. But every reversal starts with a bounce, but you don't know which one it is. So most people, they probably don't need to be catching the absolute bottom. They just need to be timing the structural shift. Very similar to this entry here. Okay. And that basically highlights this here. All right, so that is going to be approaching. We do have enough catalyst this week to put some pressure on that level. What are those catalysts? Okay, later this week, you notice today we have no major catalysts. We have consumer sentiment. We have jolts tomorrow. We have Chairman Warsh speaking on the 1st. So Wednesday is a very interesting day. We have a new monthly candle, new quarterly candle, our levels reset. The cool thing is if you have the indicator, SAT indicator, that's done for you automatically. You don't have to draw anything. And then Thursday we have unemployment rate. So we have more than enough catalyst. Okay, on top of that we have 4th of July. So do they want to pump this thing to lift up the sentiment of the market? Do they want to get a nice sentiment pump? Okay, so when people are having conversations over the holidays, okay, they're talking about how well the market is doing. Those things come into play, guys. That's the psychology side of the game. Do they want to have the market down 5% or greater heading into the 250th birthday of the country? All right, that might seem like it doesn't matter, guys, but that does come into play. Or do they want to try to get this as high as possible? Okay, so those conversations go smoothly over the weekend. All right, over the long weekend. Okay, so that's bigger picture thinking. How does that apply to us today? It doesn't really apply to us today. We're focused on shift by shift intraday. Maybe this can come into play later today if we can get some kind of rumor candle, breaking news. Okay, because that trend line is all the way up here. That would require us to get above the daily highs, get all the way to TP2 or TP1. Okay, so that might not come into play today, but at some point in time that will come into play. So go to your hourly chart on SPY. Okay, make sure your extended trading hours are on. You can just type 1 hour. Okay, 1H, and then draw that line. And then see what happens there. You don't have to take any trades, but just see what happens there. Okay. SPY. Again, very frustrating action. No separation on the 18 on the VIX to the downside. SPY chopping 100%. Chop, chop, chop. That's what's going on. VWAP rejection, PML rejection on Apple. Keep a close eye. If we do have some trades to take. Nice retest on the Qs. They're just eating all that premium. Okay, so same thing from second shift to third shift. Very similar activity. The difference is we did grab second shift highs. What's really leading us here, guys, is the Qs. The Qs, mega cap tech is getting bought up. Nothing else getting bought up. So is mega cap tech enough to drag SPY into the highs of the day? And specifically, Amazon is testing VWAP. Nvidia is still within that range. Apple is sliding. Microsoft is sliding. So this might be semiconductor names. All right, so let's take a look at those names. You got MU. MU's bouncing off those lows. AVGO. Okay, bouncing off those lows. AMD. Bouncing off those lows. INTC. Bouncing off those lows. TSM. Bouncing off those lows. So the fact that the semis got bought up is what's kind of lifting here the Qs. If you don't buy it, QQQ double top. All right, if you think this is just all QQQ at the top, that double top. If you take shockwave, of course, you can use the highs of the day. The highs of the day as your initial target. All right, we already got there as well. Okay. Okay, so far 25% no trade, 30% break even, 15% red, 50% green. All right, so for those of you who are green, stay clean. A nice rejection on Apple. You saw that rejection on Apple, guys. Strikers, if you're looking for a trade. Apple, okay. See if you get that structural breakdown off that rejection as well. Okay. So you got that nice rejection off that pre-market low, along with that VWAP. Okay, see if that leads to that structural break. Okay. Rejection there, rejection there. And then we can lead to that structural break, target these lows, and then eventually the lows of the day. Okay, see profit, take profit. Do more with less, see profit, take profit. Don't be wrong for long. Okay, let's see. Qs continue to push, guys. What can the Qs continue to push and lift up SPY? I like which way the VIX is going, south. Okay, not clean, but there's a retest. So every retest, in a vacuum, we all want the retest to be as clean as possible. Right? We want it to come into it and then immediately bounce. The nature of all retests are not the same. It's not one size fits all. Sometimes it takes some time. All right, that 5 is holding as well. The 5 is holding. Okay, I like how the VIX is falling off a cliff. Amazon VWAP 90-MA test. Watch for that hammer. Apple structural breakdown. So Apple has a tendency to do its own thing. So don't be discouraged. Hey, market is pumping. Apple is dumping. Right? Sometimes Apple can just do its own thing. So those puts on Apple right off that level. Use the key level. Playing out nicely. So this buy up, guys, is being led by the semiconductors getting bought off those lows. Semiconductors got picked up off the lows of the day. Now SPY is headed towards that G50. This is 50% retrace of the gap from last Tuesday, gap down. Okay, on the daily time frame, this is what it looks like. This gap. Okay, there we go. Look at the VIX. I have room into 738.89 on SPY. Apple continues to fall off a cliff. 2 down, 2 up on Amazon Brew on the 15. Hold that 9 in that VWAP. Yeah, nice break of that channel. Starting to go. On TSM, nice move on the hourly. I think I have that marked the exact same way you do, TradeWinds. I think I have it marked out like that. Let's see. Yep, there we go. Yep, I got that exact same. That same channel. On TSM. TSM, nice break on TSM. Okay, so in this case, your first target, soft target, 738.85. Okay. That's 90 cents, close to 90 cents. All right, in range bound action, 90 cents is massive. Okay, a 90-cent catch is a massive, massive catch. Tesla's out of here, guys. Tesla's above that 400 cycle level. Tesla continues to climb. Tesla continues to climb. Okay, we'll look to wrap it up here between 12:15, 12:30. Any questions, guys? Any questions? If we can get above that 730.89, okay, we probably need the small caps to join the party of the Dow. The Qs are carrying us currently. We have a hurdle right here. Okay, the 5. The 5 still has some strength. 15 has some strength. Hourly has strength. Apple falling off a cliff nicely. So those clean setups, right, with those moves, they require patience. Everything else is just scalps. Big moves, big patience. Cash account today. Beautiful job, Jason. 1% better every day. Yeah, SMH is $14 above VWAP. So SMH is the one that's the furthest away from VWAP. So that's what's driving us, guys. Okay, SPY is starting to pick up some speed here. Look at the VIX. Small caps starting to wake up. Dow's starting to wake up. Small caps have yet to reclaim VWAP. Shockwave hours no longer here. Microsoft continues to dump. TSM continues to pump. It's officially 12 o'clock, guys. It's 12 o'clock. So we have a new top of the hour candle. New 30-minute. For all the top of the hour candles, we have the flip. Okay, running out of fuel, a little bit of fuel here. Yeah, so right now SPY looks tempting. Executive, right? But you have to take into consideration is the pace at which it's moving is different. It's a slower pace. All right, so to give yourself the most amount of advantage, maybe just get further dated. If it's your A+ setup and you have more trades remaining, if it's A+ to you, you got to take it. If it's A+, you got to take it. But just take into account that the pace is significantly slower. Apple continues to fall off a cliff, guys. Apple and Microsoft continue to fall. I was thinking, brother, just do it for a week, 1 quarter, and you will see massive improvements. Don't go chasing waterfalls 100%. Any questions on YouTube, guys? Any questions? We're coming to the end of the show. Hopefully you guys found value from the content. As always, guys, we go live every single day at 9:30 a.m. Eastern. First time viewers, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure to join the free tier Discord to get started. You have a ton of free resources there. Long time viewers, take the next steps. Immerse yourself in our resources. Join our community. And join a group of traders who are dedicated to the process, who are dedicated to getting better. Exchanging information. You have access to all of our resources in the Discord. We have everything you need. If there's anything you do need, guys, we can always get it in our Discord as well. I'm looking to add a couple more features in there. I'm still looking for. I personally don't use a lot of the advanced tools, Gamma, and those type of tools. But if we do need that, guys, if you do need that, just bring it to my attention. If we can serve value to the community, I don't mind adding that to the community as well. But I just need that to be automated. All right, so I'll find a way to do that. So whatever tools and resources we do need as a community, we'll look to get. We just need the things that are going to get the job done for us. All right, so the live trading, the other members in the community, breakdown of the trades. I try to make it as educational as possible. Sometimes that means I can miss a trade, but that comes with the territory. Okay, that comes with the territory. And I'll just do my best to recalibrate and see what the opportunity is. Right, so I would say the folks who are in the learning side, you probably have more of an advantage than I do. All right, because you can react to it a little quicker. Right, because it's happening in real time. I can react to it as well. But you have an upper hand. All right, so if you're locked in, if you're looking to really immerse yourself in the tools and resources, are committed to the process, are process oriented, right, you will find tremendous value in our community. All right, so make sure to do that. Everyone should be in the free tier. Everyone should be subscribed to the channel. If we have no questions, guys, we'll look to wrap it up. Per usual, we're just grinding higher, slow grind higher in the 5. Right, EMAs are starting to fan out, but it's a slow grind higher, significant drop in the ATR as well. All right, so we're covering less ground, but we're still covering ground to the upside. Structurally, we're still pushing to the upside, so we can't deny that push. And if we connect these lows here, the most recent lows, that's what we got to work with. All right, at minimum, that's where we're going. We have not yet fully retraced or fully expanded outside of this massive mother bar. Mother bar just means a massive candles range, right? So we're still within that range, so there's no real expansion. But internal to that range, we're seeing some movement, slow movement nonetheless. Okay, but that's where we are. So by the end of the day, a possible push into these 7, if you're ultra bullish, 740s. Ultra bearish, maybe we get as low as low 730s. If you ask me, right, if nothing changes, if no major catalyst if no major news events or rumors hit the tape, then more than likely it's going to be a magnet day, and we close very close to the daily open territory. Right, so on that note, guys, thank you for tuning in as always. Hopefully you found value. Smash the like button on your way out. Stay safe. If you're green, stay clean. If you're still in the trenches, make sure to seek quality in this environment. I know it's hard to do that. At least if you're waiting for breakouts, set alerts. If you're looking for breakdowns, set alerts. And then only take the trades when you're alerted. Okay, on that note, guys, stay safe. We'll see you guys tomorrow, 9:30 a.m. Eastern. And God bless each one of you.
Yeah.
Smart action trading is by striker. Stay the course. The fruit don't grow the day you plant the seed. Stay the course. The market can bless you. The market can humble you. Stay the course.
Green candles dancing, got the whole room alive. 3 wins in a row got me feeling like I can fly. But I've seen euphoria turn a blessing to a curse. When confidence outruns discipline, things get worse. When the streaks whisper, you don't need the rules today. That's the same voice that slowly pulls the wise astray. The market don't care about the wins from last week. It rewards preparation after highs that we seek. Smart action trading. That's why strikers on the score, learning how to stay grounded when the days turn green. Because the danger ain't the losses everybody fears. Sometimes it's success that blinds your eyes and clouds your ears. I used to chase results, now I focus on execution. Because consistency is built through process, not emotion. Every chart a classroom, every candle got a lesson. Every session starts reminding me to stay invested in progression.
Back to the process, back to the way, back to the habits that carry the day. Green days come, green days go. Wisdom decides what remains when they go. Back to the process, back to the plan. Forever a student, that's who I am.
I remember empty rooms and talking to myself, building brick by brick when nobody else helped. Now the numbers look better, the lessons got larger, but success can become an even tougher teacher. Because pride grows quietly, it don't knock at the door, but slips into winning streaks and starts asking for more. Proverbs on the desk, coffee by the screen, reminding me humility is stronger than it seems. The fool says,
I'm thinking it out.
I arrived, the wise man keeps learning, keeps the curiosity alive. Every loss paid tuition, every win paid rent. Both of them teachers, if you listen to what they meant. The crowd loves prediction, I respect preparation, because tomorrow's opportunity belongs to dedication.
Back to the process, back to the way, back to the habits that carry the day. Green days come, green days go. Wisdom decides what remains when they go. Back to the process, back to the plan. Forever a student, that's who I am. Lord, if the blessings grow, don't let the roots go shallow. If the winds keep coming, keep my spirit walking narrow. If the doors swing open, keep my heart in place. Let gratitude grow deeper than the prophets that I chase. Because euphoria fades, but wisdom remains.
Character is revealed
When success starts to reign,
the ant stores grain before the winter arrives. Preparation keeps her
vision alive.
small steps repeated become stories we told. That's how ordinary days become silver and gold.
Some chase the spotlight,
Some chase applause,
I'm chasing consistency.
honor under the cost.
Small action trading,
SBI striker standing strong.
teaching traders discipline long after trends are gone. The market will change,
The seasons will turn,
but every cycle leaves another lesson learned.
so when the green days come, I enjoy them with grace and show up tomorrow and return to my place. Ain't no room.
Back to the process, back to the way, back to the habits that carry the day. Green days come, green days go. Wisdom decides what remains when they go. Back to the process, back to the plan. Forever a student, that's who I am. Smart action trading, my strikers. Stay the course, stay the course. Plant the seed, my strikers. Trust the word, stay the course. Ever learning, ever growing. Smart action trading, stay the course. Every striker, stay the course.
Stay the course. They told us chase fast money, worship greed, panic with a crowd, you don't fit.
Distraction and emotional slavery.
But discipline,
Patience,
wisdom,
wisdom,
that's how you escape the system.
smart action trading.
Yeah, Jericho walls falling when my figure loud. Used Used to trade emotional, now my spirit's stronger. Joshua rebuilding while they doubted every step. Now the pressure build diamonds every time I get tested. Escaping Babylon,
I can live shade of fear.
market full of idols.
I just walk with vision clear.
Planting seeds of silence.
While they chase attention.
Labor bring the harvest when you move with intention. Used to chase every candlelight and move with salvation. Lost inside the noise, trapped in desperation. Babylon system got the masses moving blind. Over leveraged souls getting swallowed by the grind. See the charts became mirrors showing pride and greed. Every red candle exposed what's inside of me. Had to crucify emotion, let discipline to rise. Cause my vans trading kill quicker than a thief at night. Jericho standing tall like impossible resistance. But faith make walls go after consistent persistence. Joshua marching even when it made no sense. The patience in the rocket when you wait for confirmation. See the weak chase entrance, the wise wait calmly. Person either burst pipes or create king sharply. Now I move strategic like the shepherd with the stone. Gave me burst of giants every morning at the hope it don't fold. In the wilderness, the promise still ahead. Every loss ain't destruction. Sometimes God rebuild a traitor instead. Jericho walls following my faith loud. Used to trade emotional, now my spirit's strong. Joshua rebuilding while they doubted every step. Now the pressure build diamonds every time I get them tested. Escaping Babylon, I can live train to fear. Market full of idols, I just walk a vision kid. Planting seeds of silence, trying to chase attention. Labor bring the harvest when you're moving intention. I seen traders worship poverty like a golden calf. Losing sales, chasing candles, moving way too fast. The wisdom worth more than silver and the gold. The disciplined mind worth more than what's inside your palm. Following up a lot harder when I say I had to break resistance. Sparking levels in the chains that kept protecting my decisions. Now the set of cleaner, spirit moving sharper. Every setback became fuel for moving smarter. They panic with the crowd when the headlines hit. The move they know a building while they left that hit. Scrapping look foolish before the rain arrives. But survivors think different when they fighting to survive. Fast seasons feeling buried underneath the pressure. The seeds gotta die before they multiply forever. That's kingdom mathematics, that's the Lord's own reaper. Patient trader eat, non-emotional trader sleep.
It's bigger than trading.
It's about mastering yourself.
Anybody can enter a trade.
You can conquer emotion.
Escape Babylon.
Cycle.
Move with wisdom.
Build with faith.
Smart action trading.
For educational and inspirational purposes only. Trading involves substantial risk of loss. Not financial advice.
Not financial advice.
Matthew 25.
Parable of the talents.
Let's talk stewardship.
Back to choir voice.
Well done, good and faithful servant.
Multiply what heaven entrusted.
Fear, bury the gift. Welcome Matthew 25. Red letters spoken. Kingdom parable. Hidden truth open. MasterCard service be for travel abroad. Place resources in their hands before departing far.
To one servant.
5 talents to build.
To another 2.
According to skills.
To another 1 talent.
Measure was assigned.
Each according to ability at the time.
First servant when it multiplied quick. Second did the same with discipline, risk. The third got fearful, dug into the ground. Buried what was given, never moved around. See, the story ain't really only cash. It's stewardship, purpose, time, and craft. What you do with opportunities in hand defines the fruit produced from the plant.
Don't bury the talent in the dirt below.
Feel they keep on ever
Truly grow.
market rise.
Market crash.
Still control your soul.
Stewardship and patience over chasing gold.
5 became 10.
You became 4.
Faithful with little now.
I entrust in more.
But the servant ruled by fear stood still. Never multiplied the gift or the skill. Young trader staring at the future's low.
Future's low.
Thinking every green candle guaranteed dough. Loaded contracts, hit no risk plan set.
Flip through the whole account, chasing internet flex.
Then he had
Well done.
good and faithful servant.
Then it hit deeper than surface work.
This faithful ain't gambling, records with greed. Faithful means protecting and managing seed. Another waits patient for setup time.
One risk everything.
Try double overnight.
Another grow slow.
With discipline tight.
That's the parable inside the chart.
Patience and stewardship set apart. Cause multiplying capital.
Stay control.
Not emotional entity.
And soul.
This is educational purpose only. Trade carries risk, move wisely, homie.
Never risk money.
You can't afford to lose.
Every trade decision
Belongs to you.
past performance.
Don't guarantee gain.
Even strong system.
Can it do a pain?
Study, practice, protect your peace.
Real well built through consistency.
Seen the master came back after long delay. Nasty serving what they made.
Well said, 5 became 10 through work.
Seconds two became full
Through pressure hurt. Master answered both the exact same grave.
well done, good and faithful servant.
You were faithful over a few things.
I will make you ruler over me.
But the third said, I feed and hid what was mine.
Never took responsibility with time. See, fear can't freeze potential still.
Just like greed and
Overtrade skill.
both extremes can lead to loss. Wisdom walks in or through every cross.
In markets like that principle stand. Be faithful with what's inside your hand.
Not everybody calls
To flip overnight.
Sometimes calls come little by little, despite.
Don't pay the calorie in the dirt below.
Protect the seed
And watch it grow.
Trade and test discipline deep and soul. From wisdom and patience, sustain control.
I became 10.
2 became 4.
Faithful stewardship, open doors. Happy 25.
Chapters still.
Like happy 25.
Lessons timeless.
Multiply wise.
Had you 25.
14, 30.
Parable of
The talents.
educational and inspirational purposes only.
Trading involves substantial risk. Manage risk carefully.
Protect your peace.
Your purpose and your capital.
Yeah. Yeah. I used to love June. Thought every breakout was forever. Till the cycle taught me patience. Inspired by the market seasonality breakdown.
I used to love you.
I met June back when the candles moved slow. Summer breeze blowing while the future stayed green glow. She wore red and green dresses made her moving averages. Talking Fibonacci, whispered through the algorithm. Said,
Maybe that's a midterm year.
don't get caught sleeping. The market give it quick, then it take it every weekend. I laughed.
Young trader with a dream and a laptop.
Thought every breakout candle met the top pop.
Back then, AI was the new gold rush.
Every tickle branding, every dip I bought up.
NVDA,
In the heavens,
that's by kissing eyes.
everybody on the timeline yelling.
Bye, bye, bye.
June looked nervous when the yields went higher. News anchor screaming while the bulls breathe fire. She
Told me,
the star of glitters where momentum bends.
summer stars free.
But it don't always trend.
I ain't listen.
I was chasing as it moved on the 1-minute chart. Revenge trading losses with emotion in my heart. Thought discipline was something old head say online. Till liquidity swept me like through times at 9.
I used to love June.
Thought the market only moved one way. Green candles in the sky all day. Till the cycle came and took my peace away.
I used to love young.
Midterm winds started changing tone. Now the chart feel colder than before. But the smart money already knows. Then she showed me history written in the tape. Every 4 years the market changes shape. Year 1 shaky.
Year 2 full of stress.
Year 3 the blessing.
Year 4 excess.
Said watch the pattern.
Jump.
Slump then pump. Q1 got the traders acting drunk. Summer come around and the volume dry up. Post breakouts heavy, their accounts died up. She pointed at October like a prophet in the rain. Said the strong survive, draw down pain.
Cause the election cycle got a rhythm of its own. Wall Street dancing while the weekend's gone.
I started seeing things different.
Stop treating.
Trading like a lottery ticket.
Started respecting levels. Waiting for reclaim.
Understanding that we tried don't deserve a trade.
Now I watch spread.
Not just hype online. Watch bonds and volatility. volatility with the dollar signs. Cause even in bullish times, the market breathes, and every parabolic move eventually needs release. Respect the trend, but don't worship the candle. Summer got traps in designer clothes. Patience pays more than prediction. Yeah, you call me on the futures open like you'll finally learn how to get set up golden. I told her, now I wait for confirmation. Less dopamine, more preparation. The young bull still screaming new highs forever, but I remember 2022 pressure. How fast euphoria could turn to fear. How one headline can change the whole year. Still, I ain't perishable, wider now. Learn the market humbles every crown. And if the summer pulls back with fear in the air, that might be the blessing for the ones prepared. Cause year 3 historic where the money expands. Comes to action rally like a promised land. So if June get ugly, I won't panic at all. Sometimes a setback just setting up to fall. Now I respect that. That cycle always talking. Most traders just too loud to hear.
Jesus is the answer.
When the charts went dark, when the road got narrow, he was there.
Jesus is the answer.
I spent years chasing numbers on a glowing screen, thinking one more win would finally make me complete.
Made me complete.
Running after green candles like they could save my soul.
Like my soul.
The prophets make a poor God when they're sitting on a throne.
Ooh, yeah.
Build my house on sand,
House on sand.
watch the tide roll in.
Watch the tide roll in.
Learning every earthly
Every king.
kingdom has an end.
Come has an end.
Some valleys look so deep,
So deep.
I couldn't see the light.
Couldn't see the light.
Some storms got so strong,
Souls got so
strong I couldn't win the fight.
the fight.
But every time I thought my story might be done, I felt the hand of mercy say, my child, keep
Walking on.
not because I'm worthy,
Not because I'm worried.
not because I'm strong,
Not because I'm strong.
but because the shepherd
Never share.
never leaves his own. Jesus is the answer,
Jesus is the way.
the anchor in the storm when the market starts to sway. Through the highs and lows,
Through the joy and pain.
the cross still stands when
Everything goes fake.
Jesus is the answer.
Jesus is the answer.
Yesterday and now, the King who walks beside us through every valley found. Yeah, there were nights I sat alone.
Every man.
There fear inside my chest.
So bold.
Questions without answers.
Answers.
Battles without rest. The shadow of death felt close enough to touch.
But Psalm 23.
Kept reminding me to trust. Though I walk through valleys dark as midnight skies, I will fear no evil, for you're right by my side. The rod and the staff, the comfort and grace, the God of resurrection meeting me in that place. I've seen doors swing open that no man could unlock. I've seen peace show up when logic said it could not. I've seen mercy,
Life story I could never write.
turning broken chances into testimony and life.
Jesus is the answer.
Jesus is the answer.
Jesus is the way.
The anchor in the storm when the
Market's about this way.
through the highs and lows.
Through the joy and pain.
The call still stands when
Everything else fades.
Jesus is the answer.
The answer.
Yesterday and now, the King who walks beside us through every valley's found.
If you're tired of running.
If you're carrying change,
If you're searching for purpose.
in success or anything,
The good news is simple.
debt has been paid. Jesus took our place upon the cross that day.
3 days later.
The stone rolled away.
Death lost the victory.
The grave could not stay.
Whoever believes.
Whoever will come
Will find forgiveness in the Father's
I
Son.
still trade, I still work, I still plan and prepare, but my hope is eternal and the outcome is dead. Because fortunes rise and fortunes fall.
Christ remains Lord over all.
The market can give,
The market can take
but eternity rests.
on a different step.
So when the candles flicker,
And uncertainty grows.
I remember the one who's already in control.
The Lamb who was slain.
The King who will reign
The Alpha and Omega.
forever the sun.
Jesus is the answer.
Jesus is the answer.
Jesus is the way.
The anchor in the Yeah. Smart action on the boards tonight. SPY strikers in the building. We're gonna take it back to the roots. Options 101, but make it rhythm.
Option scenario. Option scenario. Learn the game before the candle stereo. Pause and puts, spreads and barriers. Freaks in the shadows trying to marry up. Option scenario.
Option scenario.
Premium burn can embarrass you.
Trade with a plan, don't gamble, warrior.
Price action first before hysteria.
Yeah. Monday morning market look alive.
Young trader Joe trying to learn how to survive.
Open his app, seen green and red flicker.
Hard options meant getting rich quicker.
OG stepped in like, slow down, son.
This ain't lottery tickets.
It's just not luck.
He said a call means you're bullish on price.
You think stock going up?
Then call sound eye.
Buy one contract.
That's 100 shares.
But theta eat alive if you
Unprepared.
Joe said.
So a bit thinks price gon' fall.
OG nodded slowly like
Yeah, that's all.
calls for the upside.
Good for the try.
But timing and volatility.
Control the clock.
Hey.
Option scenario.
Option scenario.
Option scenario.
Option scenario.
IV spikes can terrify you.
One bad trade.
Can simplify you.
Discipline the only thing qualify you.
Then the room got smoky. Jazz got low. Charts on the screen started moving slow. OG drew symbols on a legal pad. Said these freaks turn good. Trades bad.
That'll tell how fast.
Option move.
Near 1.0.
Then limit stop move. That's time, decay pressure. Every single day your premium get lesser.
Vega.
Volatility emotion when earnings hit premium. Deep as ocean. Gamma.
Acceleration force.
Price move hard.
Delta shift course.
Show looks just like canvas complex.
OG lab.
That's why risk come next.
Slow down brethren.
No chase every move.
Market makers testing.
If you really smooth,
One can to rise.
another one fade.
Protect your capital before another trade. Risk management.
Protect your soul.
Small position sizing.
Keep your spirit whole.
Cause revenge.
Trading.
Take control.
Big margin call.
Yeah.
Come collect the toll.
Now Tuesday hit and the market got wild.
Joe came back more disciplined style.
OG said single leg.
Cool some fun.
But spreads help survive.
Rough climbing. Credit spread collect. Premium first.
But the fine prints keep account from curse.
Debit spread con money up front. But cheaper than naked contracts, huh?
Behind condo.
If mommy goes sideways.
Strangle or straddle on
This was a Friday.
cover calls my long-term holder.
Cash secured puts for patience soldier.
Don't start to seeing the structure clearer. Stop that getting emotional.
Track got nearer.
Meanwhile, pill.
While EMA crawl.
Me finally learn.
Why beginners get lost.
Yeah.
Option scenario.
Option scenario.
Option scenario.
Option scenario.
Candlesticks become your oracle.
Support resistance historical. Every setup.
Ain't honorable.
Option scenario.
Option scenario.
Option scenario.
Page and a look like memorial.
Until you build a system audible, then consistency becomes
Territorial. Now Friday go. Market bells ring. Joe ain't rich, but learned everything. OG smile line. That's the first win. Most blow accounts before they begin.
understand probability.
And flow.
Don't overly
Trust because it glow.
wait for confirmation.
Not anticipation.
Patience be
Impulsive speculation.
technicals matter.
Volume trim.
Once psychology decide,
The end.
Joe Pat Charles
Tenders backpack slow.
finally understood the game.
Ain't YOLO.
It's discipline.
Risk, process, execution.
That's the real option.
Scenario. Best spot strikers.
Smart option trading.
Learn the foundation before the fireworks. Trade safe, trade smart. Dominate the charts.
End of the week now. Market's still breathing. Agree to take your whole account if you let it. Friday ain't the day to prove something. It's the day to protect something. Ramp down Friday, keep the wrist tight. Small size, clean mind, live to trade life. Only one bad play, take the whole week. Slow feet, calm breath, discipline speak. Ramp down Friday, mark and move slick. One bad candle, make a grown man quit. Take the base hit, don't chase that high. Pay yourself first when the week run dry. Seen traders up green by Thursday night, then revenge trade Friday. Now they count on the ice. A whole week solid, then emotion took real. Now they forcing every set of bet, don't even look real. Market got rhythm, gotta move at the pace. Friday got traps hitting all over the place. Low volume fake ups, lunchtime drift. One headline drop and your whole trade shifts. So breathe when you enter, patience you enter. Don't need templates just to feel like a winner. Sometimes the best trade, really no trade. Close the laptop, protect what you made. Cause the market gon' open again Monday morning. No need for heroics when the candle's still forming. You already won if you stay disciplined. Consistency worth more than adrenaline. Ramp down Friday, keep the wrist tight. Small size clean mind, lift to trade light. Don't let one bad play, take the whole week. Slow feet, calm breath, discipline speak. Ramp down Friday, market boots slick. One bad candle, make a grown man quit. Take the base hit, don't chase that high. Pay yourself first when the week run dry. Everybody wanna screenshot profits. Nobody posts when they overtrade losses. Ego in the market get humble real fast, especially Friday when momentum don't last. So cut the size down maybe half the day. Protect the mental, let the pressure fade. Cause overconfidence dangerous too, especially after a strong week carry you. Green week cool, never serve the game. Don't agree, turn sunshine into rain. This game marathon, not a quick lip. Survival first before championship. Trade lighter, think sharper, move wiser, not harder. A sniper don't spray every candle he see. He wait for alignment in her probability. So if the setup weak, let it breathe. No FOMO entries off social feeds. Cause peace hit different when the weekend clean. No stress on your chest when the profits redeem. Yeah, some of the best traders know when to slow down. Friday ain't about getting rich. It's about staying rich mentally. Protecting your edge, protecting your peace. Yeah. Ramp down Friday, keep the wrist tight. Small size, clean mind, live the trade life. Don't let one bad play, pick the whole week. Slow feet, calm breath, discipline speak. Ramp down Friday, market boots slick. One bad candle, make a grown man quit. Take the base hit, don't chase that high. Pay yourself first when the week run dry. Trade safe, trade smart. Trade safe, trade smart, trade smart.
Mama used to ask me why I stayed up so late. Staring at them candles like they choosing my fate. Laptop light glowing all across the room. Trying to make a way before the rent come due. Had dreams bigger than the town I was in. But pressure make it hard just to trust within. Everybody see the wins on the green days. Nobody see the tears on the red days. Nobody see the losses I was hiding inside. All the nights I questioned God in my whole life. Would've quit 100 times if it wasn't for faith. Cause David had valleys before giants got slayed. It ain't in funny how the strongest look calm, even while it carrying the weight through the storm. Used to think success was catching every big move. Now I know survival just mean knowing when to lose. On the red days, I still pray. Thank God kept me through it. Heartbreak, walk valley, fall giant, still standing even through the silence. And one day we gon' smile at all this pain. A special may go from the rain. Yeah, grandma said, boy, don't let money control you. Kept the matter more when the world don't know you.
See the market teach lessons like scripture do. Pride come quick when the winds get huge. And one bad week make you question your gift. Like Peter in the water when his goal gets slipped. Friends stopped calling cause they didn't understand. Why I sat alone in charts and trading plans. But every dream requires sacrifice and pain. Even Joseph had presents before the rain. Now I see allowances wasn't really losses. God was building wisdom through every process. Had to learn patience, had to slow down. Had to lose myself before I got found.
Through the valley,
I learned who I was. Not every closed door mean failure.
on the red day,
Sometimes God protecting you. Sometimes the loss.
ain't punishment.
Sometimes it's preparation.
On the red days,
I still believe
even one your market took from me. 'Cause giants
still fall.
when faith's stronger than it all. And someday,
We gon' tell the story proud.
our God pulled us from the valleys out. Hold on,
You're too close. Don't quit now.
don't quit now. Hold on,
You're too close. Don't quit now.
don't quit now.
Yeah. 5:30 in the morning. Drives blowing, coffee cold. Another trader chasing the market. No structure, no discipline.
Just emotion.
Until everything changed. Yeah. Shockwave 15 changed the way I see the charts. From chaos to structure every morning when it starts. One system, 1 hour, now the pressure gone. Used to chase candles, now I wait till price confirmed. No more gambling at the open. Shockwave 15 in motion. Master trade in the open, now my mindset different. Used to trade with emotion, now my execution scripted. Used to wake up anxious, forcing every move. Twitter saying break out, so I junk with no proof. Green 1 minute, read the next candle. Account swinging wild, couldn't handle the gamble. Fake breakout, stop one.
Flush down.
SPY with both sides, now I'm emotionally shut down. Revenge trading lunchtime, trying to make it back. Oversized positions, turn my focus back. Every morning, same pain, same cycle. No rules, just dopamine and survival. Watch another trader's post profits online.
Meanwhile,
My confidence dying inside. Market open, sounding like war in my head. Heart racing every candle,
turning red.
FOMO entries off a 5-second move. No patience, just hoping the market approve. Then chop hit, and the profits disappear.
All week drink,
Then Friday bring fear.
couldn't trust myself.
Every click was emotion.
No consistency.
Just random commotion.
Slow down.
Wait for confirmation.
Patience brings clarity.
And retry one.
Oh,
Then I found structure.
inside the chaos.
Shockwave 15 gave the market a language.
Or be highs, or be lows.
Suddenly the drop started speaking.
Speaking in code.
9:45.
Opening range like
No more random entries.
chasing every pop.
Midpoint clean with the
Borderlines map.
Now I know exactly what price react to. Roll confirmation, keep emotions out.
And be test.
What conviction about?
Trade assistance, you guiding every move.
Now the system filter what's
Setups approved.
dashboard glowing gold.
Over that black.
Markets ain't sure when momentum.
Intact.
Guess me why.
QQQ. Links alive.
Now I'm trading with context.
Not a gambling mind.
TP1,
TP2. Wonders breathe.
risk management.
Finally KBP.
Smaller size, but the consistency grew. Cause discipline pay more than
Lucky move.
Shockwave 15 changed the way I see the charts.
From chaos to structure.
Every morning when it starts.
One system, 1 hour.
Now the pressure gone.
Used to chase candle, now I wait till price confirmed.
No more gambling at the old.
Now the levels speak clear.
Shockwave 15 in motion.
Turn confusion into gear.
Master trading the old.
Now my mindset different.
Used to trade with the motion, now my execution scripted.
Now the market open calm when I sit down.
Don't need force trades.
Must have been involved
I
out.
wait for alignment.
Patience my head.
One clean set of worth more than
10 revenge.
Used to think more trades.
Spend was assessed.
Now I know protecting.
Capital was best.
Straight glider.
Think clear.
Move smarter.
Consistency, the real flex for a trader.
No chasing breakouts.
Better muscle out.
Now I let confirmation.
Do the job.
Price above EVA with momentum clean.
Now the market feels slower if you know what I mean.
One system.
Repeat it every day.
Mastery came when I
Stop taking play.
no more hopping indicator.
Every week.
Had the edge built from discipline.
And and repeat.
Shockwave 15.
Get parity to me.
Turn the charts from north.
And the probability.
And the piece hit different.
When you go green.
Nail my wrist was mining.
Through the whole thing.
Yeah.
Anybody can catch one lucky trade.
But consistency.
Consistency built different.
That come from.
Structure.
That come from.
Patient.
That come from.
Surviving.
Shockwave 15.
Time to trade in the open.
Shockwave 15.
Change the way I read the sign.
Shockwave 15.
Turn the future into gear.
Master trading the Oakland.
One system, 1 hour a day. Trade safe, trade smart, and let discipline lead the way.
Tinker baby sound softly.
Government discipline.
Breakers over greed.
Structure creates freedom.
Market close, bell rings.
Yeah. Smart action trading. Spot traders. We ain't chasing hype. We chasing structure. Look. I came from the bottom where the charts move reckless. Everybody online selling dreams, no direction. I was studying candles while they flexing their possessions. Now the whole team eating off discipline progression. See, the market don't care about emotion or your ego. One bad trade turn a winner to a zero. That's why I move calm, real surgical with the reload. Waiting on the setup, patience sharper than the needle. None of me will hear the pressure start building. Everybody over trading, I'm just watching how they feeling. Shockwave on the chart and the moment start revealing how the levels line up and the confidence appeal. I used to chase every move, now I'm focused on precision. Cut the noise out the room, made destruction my religion. Took losses on the chin, turned pain into tuition. Not a whole playbook, different when you trade with a vision. Structure over noise, yeah, we moving with a plan. Real traders build slow, we ain't rushing for the bands. That's my strikers in the building, put the discipline in hand. Smart action trading, yeah, we teach them how to stand. Structure over noise, we don't care but we prepare. Every boss another lesson, every win come from awareness. That's the motto every day. Consistency the mission. We just level up the play. See, I done seen the fake gurus come and go quick. Screenshots look good, but the lifestyle don't fit. We was in the trenches, really building through the losses. Learning risk management before I ever taught profits. Now it's live streams, game plans, market breakdowns. Everybody's locked in. Why don't you can't stake now? AI tools, flow data, levels mapped out. Trade assist engine got the whole team spaced out. Ever need a man, but it was just to prove I got results. I learned to teach a trader how to never self-destruct. Cause one good system with discipline enough can change your whole life when the pressure gets tough. That's why the movement bigger than a Discord or a trade. It's a mindset shift. Watch the confidence get raised from beginner to advance. Every lesson get engraved. Repeat, refine. That's the way greatness made. Structure over noise. Yeah, we mean for with a plan. Real traders build slow. We ain't rushing for the band. Structure over noise, yeah, we moving with a plan. Real traders build slow, they ain't rushing for the best. Spot strikers in the building, put the discipline in hand. Smart actions later, yeah, we teach them how to stand. Structure over noise, ni un tiempo y tu pe. Every loss another lesson, every leg come from awareness. Structure over noise, that's the motto, everything. Consistency the mission, we just level up the place, yeah. Trading, Shockwave 15. Let's buy strikers. Trade safe. Trade smart. And dominate.
Yeah. Smart action trading. SPY strategies. I've been in the charts long enough to know. Most traders don't lose from the market, they lose from themselves. Listen close. Yo. Devil trade big car. Number one, never risk more than you can survive. Cause blown accounts kill dreams before the vision arrive. Proverbs said the wise store oil for harder days. So I size my position just to preserve the play. These are trade commandments. Structure over emotion. Discipline and patience. Keep the account in motion. These are trade commandments. Pressure reveal your flaws. Market humble everybody that don't respect the Never chase green candles after momentum extended. That's emotional entry disguised as confidence blended. Wait for support confirmation. Structure to align, cause impulsive decisions destroy portfolios over time.
These are great commandments. Structure over emotion. Discipline and patience. Keep the account in motion. These are great commandments. Track and reveal your laws. Mark and humble everybody that don't respect the laws. Hey.
Always use the stop loss, pride don't belong in trading. Ego hold losers while discipline stay patient. Proverbs say power before destruction every season. That's why I cut losses fast before emotional bleeding.
These are great commandments. Never trade, need direction. Entry, target, invalidation before execution.
A trader without structure, like a ship with no sail, lost in volatility every time the market prevail.
Motion, money close, commerce and able. See Greek like judgment make the spirit unstable.
Everybody want profit, but they know what they able. What profit a man gain if discipline disappear?
One emotional trade
Can erase a whole year.
These are trade commandments. Structure over emotion. Discipline and patience. Keep the account in motion. These are trade commandments. Pressure reveal your flaws. Market humble like your body, they don't respect the laws. Hey.
Candlestick speak if you're patient enough to listen. Long weak rejection tell you where momentum shifted. Support and resistance like the borders of war. Learn the language of the market before asking for more.
More trades don't mean more money.
That's illusion talk. Sometimes best position simply on and not to fall. Ecclesiastes said there's a time for everything. Sometimes sit on your hands while I'm walking through a thing.
Track every introit, combos, reason and mistake. Crack every introit, combos, reason and mistake.
The self-awareness, separate the wheat from the grape. With you the loss is deeper than the profit you made. That's our consistency, slowly get built every day.
Motion,
Whoa,
read the short commandments. Structure over emotion. Discipline and notions. Keep the account in motion.
Fear and greed battle every trader alive. That's the sinful nature, trying to control your mind. Had to crucify revenge, trading deep inside. Cause emotional warfare make disciplined traders die.
These are faith commandments. Built from losses and scars. Discipline structure, make the strongest of stars. These are faith commandments.
Read the candles and prayers.
Smart action trading help you navigate the way.
Structure over and all.
That's the code every day.
Trade safe, trade smart, and dominate the play.
Never played the car.
Yeah. Yeah. Some days the market humble you. Some days it tests your spirit. The pressure reveals character. Though I walk through the valley, I got my hands through the storm now. Early morning, charts glowing in the dark room.
Candles flicker like lightning before monsoon.
Heart racing, futures jumping at the bell.
One bad trick can make a strong man fail.
Used to chase every breakout I could see. Greed had chains and them chains had me. Overtrading, revenging my soul.
Till the market took everything I stole.
Now I move with patience and discipline. Ever lost taught lessons from within. David in the valley with the sling and stone. No armor wrong, but he still stood strong.
Everybody
Laughing when your account's small. Same way Goliath up to David, y'all. But faith don't move by what eyes can't see.
one clean setup can change history.
Through the valleys I walk,
Pressure tests my soul.
learn risk management.
Before I touch the goal,
Every candle tell a story.
every scar became a lesson.
God was building patience.
Through every season,
Walk through the valley, I fear no red days. I got my hands when the market's sideways.
giant
trading plan.
Risk calculate
Before I take a stand.
That's one thing David understood from the start.
Biggest battle always happen in the heart.
Where it goes,
Losses come, but don't lose yourself.
every test builds endurance.
Every valley builds strength.
No fear,
No revenge trading.
no greed,
Just faith,
patience.
discipline.
Walk through the valley storms all around. Still hear blessing in the market sound. Every setback make the spirit strong. God been training me all along. Giants fall when the faith don't shake. Pressure will reveal what the soul don't make.
From the valley
To the mountaintop,
true traders learn when to stop.
stand firm.
Protect the capital,
Protect the spirit.
cause every trader fight giants.
We're not in the trader.
Trust God through the valley.
Fade out with quiet chanting.
Walk through the valley.
Fear no evil.
Giants fall.
Ooh,